Yeah, we find her, the beautiful girl we've been missing. We wanna have her kissing. We find her, now we in love. Say go so, the remix.
DMB, Tux Bites, remix.
Now if I had to lose you like a bad phone connection, I'd change my game to get a better reception. Sit back, let's start this interaction. Don't fight the feelings, just a chain reaction. Your heart won't give you the wrong instructions. Like my GPS, yes I got the right direction. We gotta merge together like a road intersection. Last stop is gonna be my love and affection. I ain't like the mother dudes, they wanna call you shorty, but I'ma call you a beautiful girl. I took your picture home, my mama saw it, she's a very, very beautiful girl. I wanna put you in my video, cause you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. So when you hear us in your radio, turn up your stereo. It's beautiful girl.
Gotta find a shorty, what's worth of a lady. It's nice but maybe doesn't look like 40. It's taking a little time. I wasn't seeing no signs, any traces of my baby. Who's gonna be my baby? But I thought I'm gonna take my time. But then it took a long fun eye. I saw a shorty passing by. She's got this very pretty smile. It was right at the bus station. I tried to make a conversation, holding her arms, feeling so tough. I felt this sensation. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Now I realize I found me a beautiful girl. She's a model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it by. Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, a killing eye. I found me a beautiful girl.
My wish came true when I saw you, girl. God must have blessed me with your beauty, girl. Looking so right from your head to your toe. Shaped like a cocoa bottle with a smile of a queen. My queen to be, you're my destiny. Got a body of a goddess with your beauty. I'm impressed and I'm never in distress. Come on over and be mine. Been searching for a man and now all the cats keep looking to mine. With a sexy walk and a sexy talk, she must be from a planet called the sexy world. I know I ain't tripping, better yet I'm thinking put a ring on the finger. We look good together. Take your place in my heart with your beauty. I'ma say that I'll never turn away. Who would think I'm in love?
Such the way she smiles at me just really makes me weak. The way she speaks to me just really make me go so weak. Keep staring in her eyebrows. All I kept on saying is wow. Your beauty shines and breeze at night. All I really want in my life. Oh yeah. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine, brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing tie. I found me a beautiful girl. Yeah, beautiful girl. Beautiful girl, yeah. Beautiful girl.
Damn. Money. You seen her? Hot Ice. Have you seen her? LP. Have you seen her? I'ma go over to Tux Bites. I know you've probably seen her. He has a lot of beautiful girls with him. Tux, it's DMB, baby. Look.
Beautiful.
I look for a while, but I can't seem to find a beautiful girl so I can make her mine. Time after time I've been searching for a while, but every girl I meet never seems worthwhile. What can I do? I pray to God for an answer. I feel pains in my heart like cancer, and when I find her, I'm gonna romance her. Lace several presents and gifts, call me Santa Claus. I make a heartbeat pause. That's my girl, homeboy, not yours. The girl of my dreams, she's more than I ever thought. Show me ass and culture, I think I'm getting punked. She's what I really want, so I'ma go get her. Since I'm a go getter, you know I'm gon' get her. And I will give her the world, anything for my beautiful girl.
Psych. Ooh. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine, brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing
it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
Man of prestige. Ha! Now this guy win. Now you win. Now you win today. Now you win. Now you win. I agree. Man of prestige. Now man you be.
I'm sure some people will be jealous now the way I talk about Ola. But I have learned a lot from him. That's why I keep telling you to follow him. If you don't follow Man of Prestige, now you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Man of Prestige. How's everybody doing? I hope you can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know. Shout out to the 4 people that are watching me live right now. Shout out to Sparkleberry for becoming a new YouTube member. We now have a brand new sponsor. We're now 10 sponsors in total. Shout out to my sponsors: Mo Fresh, Life with Natu, Adesua, Film Girl, Open Floor by Tima, Gores Corner, D-Love 3000, Yes TV, Chidima, and of course, Sparkleberry. I want to say thank you so much. You joined the backstage today. We welcomed you earlier on, and then you're now also a sponsor of the platform. I want to say thank you. It goes a long way. It means a lot to me personally, but also to the Prestige family. So welcome aboard. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. My name is Ola. I'm coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios on the road. I am on the road. As you can see, I'm inside of a hotel room. But welcome back. I appreciate you for being here. We are here to basically learn some life and relationship lessons. We pull them from trendy topics. So we catch some cruise, but ultimately we are trying to learn life and relationship lessons. If we have some time, we'll get into some marriage stuff. But we just worry about your underlying relationships, and we tackle them from a self-power, social seduction, attraction, and emotional intelligence standpoint. You can download our books absolutely for free. All right, we have this one, and we also have this one right here. All right, you can download them for free from manofprestige.com. If you haven't done that before and you've been watching me for a while, please go ahead and do that. Write that down, manofprestige.com, and take care of that as soon as you can. Also, make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. I am a marriage coach. I am a relationship coach. I'm a life coach. So we are doing a lot of work here, okay? Behind the scenes, we catch crews, we talk here. The reality is that this public platform, there's only so much you can learn because we have a tendency to generalize. But if you have actual issues going on personally and you need someone to help you navigate life and relationships, that's what I do. You can basically, again, go to manofprestige.com. You'll be able to access all my contact information from there. Also, you can just send an email to ask@manofprestige.com. We do make sure that you are fit for our program, all right? But just so you know. Also, I think you can send a text message also to this phone number, +1732 305 8577. We have some stories to cover today. Let me do a quick shout out again to Sparkleberry, and shout out to a drive-through my city MC. Welcome back. He says it seems Davido is living up to his name according to the David in the Bible. Hey, it is what it is. We all enjoy a level of grace. Nobody is really living according to how perfect they are. There's no such thing, right? So shout out to you for being here today. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Let's ping everybody else into the room. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, okay? Because we have some stories to cover today, not just Davido. We will talk about Davido. Sure, absolutely. We'll talk about Davido today, but also we're going to talk about Nicole, Harry Parker, and Boris Kodjoe. You guys know who that is. We're going to talk about that person. And then we're also going to talk about a guy called MTR, mediocre tutorial and reviews. It's one of those manosphere guys. He doesn't like to admit it, but yeah, right. And then we're also going to talk about him and his new friend, the Sassy balloon ninja turtle. You know, that viral stuff. We're going to talk about that. I'll review that today. We have some updates on that. And of course, we're going to talk about VeryDarkMan has been going viral along with the Kodjoe's and Kodjoe's husband. Not husband, but I don't know, fiance, something like that. We're going to talk about that today. We're also going to talk about Davido, the 2 secrets of Davido to Chioma becoming their perfect wife. We're going to talk about that today. All right, without any further ado, we're just going to get right into it. Again, please do me a favor. Hit like, share, subscribe. Welcome, Natu. Hit like, share, subscribe. That's how you help us. Donate. You can sponsor any one of our shows for as low as 99 cents. We kind of slow down on that, but I want to say thank you to everybody that donated the $128.79 this month. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It goes a long way. You can sponsor any show for as low as 99 cents with the button, the dollar sign button on the platform on YouTube. All right, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. I'll be back in 20 seconds. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com. All right, welcome back. We're going to the first story we're going to talk about is Nicole Harry Parker. All right, so I have a feel the headline you're looking at is probably like at least 2 years old, but it's still a very relevant topic. Okay, you know, I always take this kind of opportunity to extract some lessons anytime I see these kind of crazy headlines. All right, but not just that. A gentleman, I actually did a back and forth a little bit with him earlier on Instagram. He had some interesting things to say. Let me see here. There you go. All right, there you go. Aha. So you guys can see clearly right now. So we're talking about Nicole Harry Parker. She's an actress. Boris Kodjoe is also an actor. I think Boris Kodjoe is also Ghanaian. He's an African brother. I think he was raised somewhere in Germany, in the Europe somewhere. But he's been an American actor for the longest now. They've been married for about 19 years in total. But there's this headline. This person actually posted this headline from 2 days ago. Okay. And you can see that, I don't know, how this guy, Harv Meister, he has about 10,000 followers, monitoring spirits, and about 2,900 people who have liked on this post. So I wonder what he said that's making them like. Why don't we all listen together? The headline says Nicole Harry Parker says she misses the single life after being married to Boris Kodjoe over 17 years. Wants more attention. What do you guys think about that? Okay. She misses the single life, wants more attention. For some reason, I don't really believe that headline, but it's possible. Sometimes people say things like that, but oftentimes it gets taken out of context by particularly the modern day men that are stuck in the manosphere. But let's talk about it. Let's see what this young man has to say, and then we'll take it from there.
Now, I know you fucking lying. Not after no motherfucking 17 years, dog. You gonna make this man look like this? Who cares about your fucking happiness, shawty? You ain't about to make this king look like this, though, after 17 years, Slim. See, niggas still out here trying to be good men and leaders, but modern women and their mindsets make it harder to do, make the job so much harder to do, and make it so much easier to quit. Because any black man, see, the love had you being stupid. Any black man with fucking integrity would see this shit and be like, what, bitch? The fuck? Like, what the fuck? Slim, whatever happened to fucking duty, devotion, dedication, sacrifice, commitment, fucking selflessness, fucking discernment, loyalty? You supposed to have acceptance of what the fuck you took on for life until death do you part. And the grace. Modern women are getting older, but they're fucking evolving into man. Now I know you fucking.
All right. He said what he has to say. Okay. So I want to dissect it. Okay. I want to dissect what he has to say. All right. Now, for some reason, I guess he's trying to come off as he's empathizing with the man. I'm not sure. Because I'm not sure if he's helping Boris Kodjoe at all. I think he's helping himself. Okay. He's helping himself. These are his talking points. They are some of the lamest talking points that ever exist. Okay, they are lame not because of the actual content, it's the context. Okay, it's where they are coming from, not just what they say. What they say, 80% on the surface. Of course, anybody who is quote unquote logical will say, oh, but what he said made sense. No, it doesn't make sense with respect to the headline. Okay, so even if it's in fact true that Nicole Harry Parker said something like she misses the single life after being married for 17 years to Boris Kodjoe, even if she said that, the first thing that should come out of a normal human being mouth, unless they have underlying pain, personal pain that they are projecting on other people, then they will say what this man just said. So I'm convinced that this man is coming from a place, I don't know, okay, that's definitely not healthy. Okay, as much as it sounds healthy, again, the content of the words, what did he say? I'll dissect it for you. Okay, we're good. This might be the theme for today. Okay, but let's just go to it small by small. Right, he's triggered. Yes, he's triggered by the headline. The headline says Nicole Harry Parker says she misses the single life after being married to Boris Kodjoe. Okay, so I've been married for 17 years. Imagine my wife came to me. It'll be 17 years in August. I felt the need to be accurate. Anyway, imagine my wife came to me and said, I missed a single life. The first thing that crosses my mind would not be the gibberish that this man just said. Okay? It won't be. Oluremi says, that's a red flag there. Yup, it's a walking red flag. Okay? And then often some of these men, there's a few of them that are coming out. This is, I say, I'm living this life. I'm married too. Fuck shit. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of when. I'll be here. I'm patient, and I'm not cursing you. But that mindset cannot work with marriage long term. Short term, sure, you might be able to find a woman who thinks she can help you sustain your masculinity for that long. Good luck. It's not about your personal life. These talking points are dangerous and we must tackle them as they come. Not so I can convince the people that believe what he's saying, but at least they can have another perspective to balance things out. Because we're finding out more and more that these talking points are lame. Okay, and today on this show, I have tons of evidence. Okay, as in like real life results playing out in our faces. All right, so again, I want to dissect what he said. All right, and then we'll take it from there. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Let's ping everybody else into the room. Let's go.
Man, not after no motherfucking 17 years.
Not after 17 years. Okay, good. Not after people can divorce. In fact, I saw a report the other day. They said most people divorcing are actually long after that. So go figure. But anyway, he said not after 17 years, that there's no way you're talking about you missed a single life after 17 years. First of all, it's very, very possible. Second of all, why don't you wait to hear the context before you have a whole lot to say about it? Let's keep going. I know why you can't wait. You're not patient. One of the most important ingredients that you need to be a competent husband. Okay? But he has some nice, cute followers right now. So he's going to find enough toxic people that will follow his rhetoric and will hit the like button. Like I said, there's 3,000 people in front of me right now. Let's keep going.
You're going to make this man look like this.
You're gonna make this man look like this. Look like what? Let's see what the man looked like. This is 19 years later on. This is what the man said. Let's listen to this.
You know, I got so many questions for you. It's not a test though, because I mean, if it was, you passed because you've been married 19 years.
19 years.
19 years, not 17 years.
All tests.
That's right.
Like, how do y'all keep it fresh?
This video was about a few months ago in March. Okay, so this is actually 19 years, not 17 years. Why? What's the difference? A lot. Okay, can you drink water worth of 2 years in one day? No, you can't. So it's different. Okay, 19 years. It's just to give props to him and his wife. So they're gonna ask him a question. Shout out to, what's her name, Jennifer Hudson.
That's the test of all tests.
That's right.
Like, how do y'all keep it fresh?
You know, it's really, there's no trick. You just...
I know what they say. Oh, he took that deep breath. That must mean a lot. Are you sure? You're projecting again. Let's keep going.
You know, it's really, there's no trick. You just can't give up. Right? Because look,
Can't give
everybody
up.
goes through their stuff individually and as a couple.
Right.
You got to give each other the space to make
You got to give each other space to do what?
mistakes. You
To
gotta-
make mistakes.
Individually and as a couple.
Right.
You got to give each other the space to make mistakes. You
To
gotta
make
give each other the
mistakes.
space to apologize, to forgive. You got to give each other the space to grow, to mature, to like I said, mess up.
Mess up.
And you can't give up. If this is your person, you can't give up.
If this is your person, you can't give up. See, at least I like that out. If you are determined, you've made up your mind, it's not your person. Obviously, no. But if this is your person, so that's a question. Is this your person? That becomes a question for you, right? But anyway, the point I wanted to extract from that is that he said you can't give up, right? You can't give up. But he also said you got to give each other space to forgive, ultimately, right? To mess up, right? You got to give each other space to just be human, okay? All right, so I'm going to go back to what that gentleman said earlier on, and so we'll take it from there.
Right? You gotta crawl through the mud together.
Love that.
You gotta fight those fights
You
together.
got to fight those fights together.
You gotta celebrate. You gotta learn each other's ways how to be loved, right? Because everybody's different. Everybody wants to be loved differently, and you have to learn that about the other person. And it's fun to go through or to crawl through the mud with somebody and come out.
He had it fun. He has not said work yet, but he did say you have to give each other space. That can feel like work to some people because you're going to get triggered. You're going to have your boundaries are going to get crossed sometimes, right? Yeah, all those things that you don't like, they're going to happen, and they will particularly happen from a blind spot, right? But he's saying you have to, if that's your person. He's literally telling you, like, there's going to be situations that a bunch of lame Gen Zs on the internet will probably call a deal breaker. They're going to happen, okay? But he's not going in the direction of, but that's fun.
It's fun to go through or to crawl through the mud with somebody and come out on the other end.
Right.
It's fun to crawl through the mud with somebody and come out through the other end, right? We can't hate on that, right? Well, that's how they suffer in marriage, and they're like, calm down. That's a different conversation. Calm down. That goes for both men or women, okay? We can see all this talking point everywhere. People tend to find the toxic, extreme stories more entertaining. That's why that man is responding to that crazy headline that way. Because again, it's possible that your wife can wake up in 17 years later and say, I missed a single life. Ask her why. What do you mean? What did you miss in the single life? How about I make you feel single right now, right? But of course, no, it's all serious for the modern man and the modern woman. Everything is always serious. Everything is too serious. And then they wonder why they struggle. Let's keep going.
And be so much better for it, right? And it's like in business. You cannot succeed without failing.
Yes.
You have to
Yeah.
make mistakes along the way.
Absolutely.
It's too bad when people bail out before they can reap the benefits of having made mistakes.
It's
and
too
having been
bad.
Through all
It's not judging you, it's say too bad.
that stuff.
Yes. Because it's a part of the process.
It's a part of the process. You cannot find true happiness without messing up and going through those periods.
Okay, so this man, if I didn't know him before, he didn't need to tell me that he's married. I don't care to know if you're married or not. If what you're saying doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. It helps if what you're saying matches the person that has experience. I can bet. If I had to bet, I'll bet that was Boris Kodjoe, the husband of Nicole Harris Parker, right? Harry Parker, right? I can bet that he's a successfully married person, just the way he talked right now. But listen to this. Let's listen back to this.
Who cares about your fucking happiness, shawty?
Look at the way you're talking.
You ain't about to make this king.
No, I curse too. But look at the way you're talking about somebody else's marriage. You call that shawty? Okay. That's just how we talk from the South. Okay, I'll give you a pass. Let's keep going.
King look like this, though, after 17 years, Slim.
Making him look like what? I just played this video. Maybe you should take the time. That's a more recent video than this headline. Wherever this headline is coming from.
See, niggas still out here trying to be good men and leaders, but
here we go. Trying to be good leader. No, you're not trying to be a leader. You're trying to be a good person. That's not working. Okay, that's not working, obviously, because if it was good, I'm not even arguing that it's good or not. It's probably is good, but it's not good enough. Okay, all right, it's not helping. Let's keep going.
Mindsets make it harder to do, make the job so.
Make leadership harder to do. Gentlemen, don't say this again. I keep warning you, you're going to attract what you fear the most. Don't say somebody makes leadership harder for you to do. Literally, if it's harder for you, those are the cards you're dealt. What are you going to do with it? Okay? Those are the cards you're dealt. I'm talking about your wife, a romantic relationship. I'm not talking about a place where you can fire people, because if you had opportunity to fire people, you just fire them, right? But this is your wife now. This is a romantic lover, right? No, you need to stop asking for someone to make leadership easier for you. That's instantly you start shooting yourself on the legs. Let's keep going.
So much harder to do and make it so much easier to quit. Because any black man, see, the love had you being stupid. Any black man with fucking integrity.
You see where he went? He went to integrity. That's self-loathing righteousness. It doesn't work. You're lying to yourself, and it ultimately doesn't work because it's being tested in real time and you're failing. It's self-loathing righteousness. Integrity. Says who? Yourself?
You would see this shit and be like, what, bitch?
No grown man will see this. There's no seasoned man with some experience that will see this and say, what? B word? Okay? No, they don't talk like that. Not especially to another man's wife. No, they don't. There's only certain types of people that talk like that to other people's wife. And you can figure out what those certain type of people are on your own. Let's keep going.
The fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Why are you angry? Like, why are you asking another man why you're angry? Dude, why are you cursing? Who are you cursing at?
Slim, whatever happened to fucking duty, devotion, dedication, sacrifice, commitment, fucking selflessness, fucking discernment, loyalty? You supposed to have acceptance of what the fuck you took on for life until death do you part. And the grace. Modern women are getting older, but they're fucking evolving into man.
Because you're actively trying to turn them into men. It's not going to work for you. You're not, if you try to turn women into men, it's not gonna work. All right, they can pretend. Some of them are pretending, but eventually they show you that they are women. Right? Let's keep going.
Now I know you fucking lying. Not after no motherfucking 17 years, dog. You gonna make this man look like this? Who cares?
So what world does he live in? There are people at any point in the marriage that are quitting every day. Men and women. Of course, mostly women, because of rhetoric like this. Let's keep going.
It's about your fucking happiness, shawty.
It's not about your happiness. Okay, so a lot of men are obsessed with making sure they disengage women from the pursuit of happiness. Okay, it's an obsession. All right, I get it. Let me tell you something. There's nobody that's done anything worthwhile in life that focuses on happiness. Okay? But when you also actively try to remind them that it's not about happiness, that is scary. That is scary. It's no wonder they're running away from you. It's no wonder there's no hopes ever of any form of, guess what? Happiness. It's about duty. He actually said discernment. He said all the quote unquote the right things. People that will fall for that, they will fall for it. It's just like anybody falling for a Bible scripture, right? But you got to start looking closer. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to start looking closer. They tell you who they are. They're not lying to you. You got to have what he said, discernment. When somebody talks like this, you have to. No, I'm not like, it's not even about the curse. It's just the whole energy. Everything is aligning that this is all types of wrong. Very, very important.
You ain't about to make this king look like this, though, after 17 years, Slim.
You're not about to make this king look like this after 17 years. Okay? Shout out to Boris Kodjoe. There's no way he would talk to his wife like that, even if she actually said that. There's no way. Right?
See, niggas still out here trying to be good men and leaders, but modern women and their mindsets make it harder to do.
All right, so we're not going to go over that again. It's nonsense. It's a bunch of nonsense. So I actually left a comment there and I said, did you just say who cares about happiness? Never mind integrity. What about a simple intelligence? Even a man will run away from you. Yes, a normal man. I'm not talking about those that are stuck in the manosphere. A normal man will run away from you if there's an active effort to desensitize them from the fact that human beings want to be happy. Every human being wants to be happy. So after I said that, he responded. He said, what does happiness have to do with duty and responsibility? Please turn the TV off. Two things can be right, three things can be right at the same time. There's nobody that's doing anything, executing anything that's worthwhile that will not have to engage a sense of duty and responsibility. What the question should be thrown back at him. What does this have to do with happiness? The question is that why are you actively trying to tell people that they don't need happiness? Why are you so obsessed with that? Especially with women. Why are you trying to tell? It's not going to work because women want to be happy. It's as simple as that. And if you keep saying that, eventually they'll run from you. It's as simple as that. That's all I'm trying to say there. So he said, please turn off the TV. Another person said, exactly. See, they're repeating each other. The talking point, and when it comes to real life, that's when they get checked. But I'm always open to the conversation, as long as it's respectful. So I said, same thing this post does to your feelings. The fact that you feel the need, I said, reflect on why you're feeling so happy about the prospect of duty and responsibility. I used the word that he's trying to disengage people from. Why are you obsessed with what? Okay, I guess some men have been traumatized. I just want to be happy. So the next thing, their wife dumps them. Okay, good. Did you take the time to dig in deeper? What is it that made her not happy? Oh, no, we don't have time for that. Nobody should come into a marriage and be worried about happiness. Did you listen to yourself? That doesn't make any sense. The only people that make sense to is people in the manosphere. Yes, I'm throwing shots at manosphere if that makes you feel better. So I said, what's the obsession? What's the story? Stop arguing with your destiny. Everyone seeks happiness. Stop the cap. If you're so obsessed with this conversation, you're creating a whole YouTube, Instagram channel, and you're having this conversation obsessively on a daily basis, you're getting a form of happiness from dragging women. Stop the cap. And then he goes, I have nothing to prove. I'm leaving this shit. Okay. All right. So there you go. I don't know what he meant by leaving this shit. Maybe he's saying he's married. Maybe he's saying, I don't collect woto from women. I don't collect shege. Maybe a woman has shown them something. I can understand that. But don't get stuck in the funk. Seek help. He said, being happy ain't getting me here. No, you're not happy because you're not happy. You're not getting the result you want. It's not because you're not happy. That's literally your state of mind. You're not happy because of that situation. It's a state of mind. And there's nobody that's healthy that should be actively trying to push people away from that state of mind. That state of mind can fluctuate. You can make that point. That's fine. He said, being dedicated, vigilant, and understanding what it's all understanding what it's all for, give me appreciation, which in turns creates same happiness. This right here is called Shalaye mansplaining. Because no evidence. It's very simple. Why are you obsessed with disengaging women from happiness? We need to talk about that, not the happiness. The happiness is a momentary state of mind. Granted, people go in and out of it. When your woman said, I'm not happy, they're pulling the plug on the marriage, that's not your cue to start cursing at her. That's your cue to ask further questions, because you and I agree it's a state of feelings. Your solutions are terrible, is the point. Your solutions are talking points. They are terrible talking points. You're very good at spelling out what the problem is or are. Yes, women are pulling the plug 80% of the time, 70 to 90% of the time. Have you taken the time to ask why? Or do you consider that pandering? Because that's why you're suffering. If you don't ask why in any aspect of life, you will suffer. That's how it works. Because everybody else, the ones that learn to play the game, they will ask why. They will learn the why. They will execute. They will implement what they learned. And they create better results. They don't bark at the same people that they want and don't want at the same time. This is not a feel-good page, sir. See, it's going the same direction. This is not a feel-good page, sir. You can kick that game over there. All right, I'm kicking it here. But I engaged the conversation. I said, I hear you. It's cool. I think it's all semantics. I also think explaining yourself to me also feels good to you. And I want you to know there is nothing wrong with that. Gentlemen, please stop doing that to yourself. You're making life harder for yourself. There's nothing wrong with you wanting some happiness too. You need to engage that same message you're trying to push down other people's throats. You're looking for happiness you want to snap your finger, essentially, bark at people and create happiness. But you want to call it something else. It's just duty, responsibility. It's bullshit. You want happiness too. You want to be happy. You want to create a happy home. You want your wife to be happy. But now you're yielding to shortcut corners. And it's not going to work. It will get worse for you. And then he goes, don't flatter yourself. LOL. Thanks for stopping by though. Thanks for the content. But these are some of the things that you want to pay attention to, ladies and gentlemen. The talking points, oftentimes, they don't match reality. Look at your reality. Ask why. Stop getting stuck on terminologies, words. Imagine a word as simple as happy. Happiness has become serious trouble for people. Yes, women are saying I'm not happy and they're dumping your ass. Have you asked why? Especially if it's a consistent situation. You're not going to run away from yourself. Your shadow is always there running with you. You can run to Brazil. Do me a favor. Go to Lekki in Lagos, right? You will find your own shadow everywhere you go. If you're confused, it's time to learn something new. Shout out to Sparkleberry, our new sponsor. She says, unfortunately, quite a number of people will go by this narrative. Yes, that's why I'm talking about it. Check yourself. There's nothing wrong with happiness. Yes, you are absolutely correct. It's a state, a momentary state of feelings. It's not permanent. If you want it to be permanent, now we're talking about joy. We're talking about long term. Somebody is really happy with their relationship. It's all semantics. It's nonsense. If a lot of people are saying they're not happy and they're leaving their marriages, ask why. Ask why. Ask elderly, experienced, seasoned men like Boris Kodjoe why. Don't just make up your mind to defend him when he's not crying for help. It makes you look like an ass. Okay, and I didn't have to play Boris Kodjoe before I assessed that too. It's just that, again, reacting to headlines is something that children do. We need to relax on that, okay? At least give some room and acknowledge that you're generalizing off of your own experiences. Anyway, do me a favor, everybody. Thank you so much. Let me know what your thoughts are about that. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. We're just getting started. We're just getting started for the day. All right, and yeah, I'll be right back. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com. All right, welcome back. Let's talk about, remember this show? We reacted to the balloon, pop the balloon or find love show last week. You remember that? This ladies right here. So just to bring us up to speed, I'm just going to play it. I'm going to highlight some things, but the story there's an update. Okay, there's an update. I'm going to put it on high speed so we can get through it real quick, so we can get to the update because we have other stories to cover today. Let's get into it.
Hello, welcome. I'll have you hold this. All right, if we can have your name.
My name's Aaron.
Aaron, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 29.
29, okay,
Yes.
and what do you do?
I'm a licensed plumber.
Okay, very cool.
Yes.
And now, what do you look for?
So licensed plumber.
I look for a woman that's not promiscuous and has a career going for herself.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breaker, being promiscuous, non-cleanly, don't have a career, nothing really going for yourself.
Okay, all right. So
All right, one of the first mistakes, okay, let me slow you down a little bit. One of the first mistakes, they asked him, what's your deal breaker? He said he doesn't want a woman who is promiscuous, right? And what do you want? Let's go back a little bit.
29.
29, okay,
Yes.
and what do you do?
I'm a licensed plumber.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Licensed
now, what do you look
plumber.
for in a woman?
I look for a woman that's not promiscuous and has a career going for herself.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Is looking for a woman that's not promiscuous, that has a career going for herself, right?
And has a career going for herself.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And I look for a woman that's not promiscuous.
That's not promiscuous.
And, has a career going for herself.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Has a career going for herself. That was the first thing he said. Okay. The title here says Ninja Turtle Weapon X. That was the name he was given on the internet so far. His name is Aaron. He was and still is sassy. He never lied. I'm talking to a gentleman. We've reacted to his videos here in the past. I do watch some of his videos because I really want to keep telling people what not to do. Okay, that's the reason why I watch his videos. All right, because these guys they tend to be they are bigger. Okay, because they are polarized views, very unhealthy views when it comes to relationships, and they always try to cap like they're talking about society, but ultimately they're talking about personal relationships. And if you take some of these talking points, his name is let me see if I can find him, the picture of him. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I think I can find it. Yeah, okay, perfect. Oh, wait 1 second. Where is this? Let's see here. All right, this guy right here, this guy is who I'm talking about. Let me see if I can open this, make it bigger. So the guy you're looking at on the screen is who I'm talking about. His name is, I don't know his real name. They call him MTR on YouTube. This guy has over 500,000. So it's a fantastic YouTuber. Has over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. So a lot of some people will say, well, they have a different experience. Please don't talk about this African American people. Stop the cap. Our brothers are in the chat following this nonsense. Okay? They're in the chat and they're following this nonsense. That's MTR. He went in and defended this guy and he got caught. His hands got caught in the jar. And so let me just get back to that real quick. So I'm just trying to bring you guys up to speed on this video. Okay, let's get back to it.
What are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breaker, being promiscuous.
Deal breaker, promiscuous. What he wants, a woman that's not promiscuous. That man, he was never lying. He told if you're socially and emotionally intelligent enough, he told you who he was. He told you exactly who he was. He was a man that had been cheated on, and now he's coming up with lame strategies to mitigate against that. Yes, they were lame strategies. Okay. Now he was being accused of being sassy. Let's keep going.
Not cleanly. Don't have a career, nothing really going for yourself.
Okay. All right. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go
Okay.
ahead and go on over there and see what's going on.
Yes.
All right.
All right, if
So
we can have
this
your
young
name,
lady
age,
was
and
very
why you
nice
popped
to
your
him.
To you, and I feel like that counts if we are going to be on. For me, it just did not work. I didn't feel like I had chemistry, or I wasn't fully attracted to you, and I feel like that counts if we are going to be going through a dating show. You know?
Yes, the feeling is definitely mutual.
The feeling is definitely mutual. That is sassy. Listen, we can agree to disagree on that. That's a subjective opinion. That's not something you pull out receipts to prove or disprove, gentlemen. This is more of an art than it's an exact science. This story has gone to another angle entirely. People pulling out receipts and then shaming each other and dragging each other, and now the guy is a criminal. They're pulling out the fact that it's a criminal. I don't care if it's a criminal or not. That's his personal life. If he did the crime, he will do the time. That has nothing to do with if he's sassy or not. Say, oh, he lied to me. No, he never lied to you. You're lame. You couldn't tell that this guy was telling the truth. You couldn't hear the truth. He told you the truth from the first sentence. He's looking for non-promiscuous people. That should tell you everything already in terms of not a healthy person. Now the sassy part, let's keep playing.
So that's okay. Thank you. You did me a favor.
That was sassy right there. Thank you. You did me a favor. That's all sassy already to an extent. That's my opinion. I could read that. Maybe you need a little bit more. Let's keep going.
Queen, you too.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead. All right. We got a pop over here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up
Another
popping your
pop.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm 22.
balloon. Okay. And why did you end up popping our balloon?
The comment you made, didn't really, I like a more humble person, not someone that responds so defensive-ish. Yeah, that's really it. I
Yeah.
didn't really necessarily like
That's
how you
fine.
responded.
Hey, I could just,
Yeah.
all I can do is be honest,
I
you
mean,
know?
yeah.
All I could do is be honest. That is a lame man. It's not that he shouldn't be honest. It's about him thinking that being honest is like some kind of accolade in this environment. It's a dating scene. You're being honest. Okay, you can still be honest. You still have your delivery is everything. It's only lame people that don't consider delivery. The same lame people will get triggered very quickly because they care about delivery too. Let's keep going.
Be honest,
I
be your
came over
authentic
here
self.
to,
That's okay.
to find a match
Sure.
that wasn't matching. That's
Sure, I
all,
mean,
Queen.
I 100% understand.
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
Sure.
Okay. And now is she someone that's your type?
No.
She all right. You know, you're not really my type. I don't mean to be disrespectful.
Now, on the show, it's fair that he can say it's like what he feels about not finding somebody active. So I'm not even pushing at that. There's more coming.
You know, but if I see you in public, I wouldn't.
Now, the ladies are popping balloons because women generally are empaths of each other. So if they feel like you're being mean to one person, it's true. They will start empathizing with each other, and that's reality. And we find that men never used to do that, but men are doing that these days. Okay, if you're being mean to a man, another man might take an offense to that. Let's keep going.
Totally fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. And we did get a pop balloon over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Lex, and I'm 23, and I popped my balloon because I feel like you could be a tad bit disrespectful, like how you, like, I don't know, arrogant a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, just that.
Well, voicing my opinion is not arrogant. You know, she asked me if she would be a good fit for me. If I like what I see, you know, it's contrary to the truth. So
Of course.
that's all I can do is just state what I see. That's not a good look for me. That's all, Queen. But thank you. You did me a favor as well.
That's not sassy. That is sassy. Thank you. You did me a favor as well. That is sassy. Okay. You might say that's what they do on the show. Fine. But that's sassy. Okay. But clearly they're putting his own sassy grade art about 70 out of 100 at this point. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Also, this is all I had to say.
But one thing about me is I'm not going to change who I am.
I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to change who I am. Let me see if I can find a very good post here. Shout out to Mike Todd. Nasty ass Mike Todd. Pastor Mike Todd. I like Pastor Mike Todd. It's just the nasty spit. I can't get that out of my head. There's a video actually that I saw on Instagram. Let me see if I saved it. I hope I saved it. I really do hope I saved it. I'm not sure. I don't think I saved it. There's a video I saw earlier. I didn't save it. All right. But he was literally saying, like, if you're the kind of person that says, I'm not going to change who I am, stay away from marriage. I'm warning you. Stay away from marriage. I'm not going to change who I am. Stay away from marriage. Okay?
Of course.
To fit somebody else's liking.
To fit somebody else's liking.
If you're not it, that's not it, you know.
I'm not pre-recorded though. You guys, I'm not pre-recorded. I'm right here. Hello. Let me do some quick shout outs to my people. Chiye Alpha. Let me go. So I just saw pre-recorded real quick. Like, wait, no, I'm right here. All right, let's do a quick catch up on this. You know, I always like to engage you guys. Sesma, welcome. Good to see you. Bon Chances here, welcome. That guy belongs in jail where he will be forced to perform some hard duties and responsibility. That should cure him. Wahala. Welcome, D-Love. Good to see you. Uncle Beno, my brother. Yeah, let me pick on D-Love today. Wahala. Don't do that. Oh. Don't pick on my D-Loves. Please, 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 please. I don't call it yesterday from MOP. D-Love, you know, like every 3 months or so, give or take, we'll collect from each other. It's okay. It's okay. It's like being asked what are your salary expectations and you say not $2,500. I get the importance of focusing on the positive. Yes. No, even like a normal person, if you've never collected shege before, the last thing you want to, you're not going to be thinking of promiscuity, Abby. What's the word? You're not going to be thinking of women cheating on you. You've seen that shege before, and I'm saying that because I want to acknowledge that's coming from a place of pain, right? But it's still not. It's not an excuse. Ignorance is not an excuse, right? Ninja Turtle again. Wahala. They called him that, not me. It's live. Oh, I'm live. That sassiness from this is so unnecessary. That was the whole point of the reason why he went viral. Well, he went viral also because he claimed that he got fired. Okay, he said a bunch of people were reporting him. Okay, so he got fired. You went to an internet show, you got fired because some negative PR came out of that. It's also lame to not understand that. That's why I'm calling MTR lame. Okay, that's just life. Okay, if you look like bad story for a company, they'll get rid of you and they can fire at will for the most part. You sign that contract. You are lame if you're not trying work to be a better version of you. Absolutely. That's a lame behavior. Every one of us should be open to the possibility that we could be better, and we should stay open until we fight. So I was trying to get through this, but let's keep going.
You know, the one that is it, I'm gonna let it be known.
Okay.
You know, for surely, yes.
Respectful.
All right.
Hey everybody, what's up? This is Ian. This is my MSX story. Obviously, there's been a ton of stuff that's happened this year. It's been one of the best.
Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Brianna, 26.
Okay.
My eyes are up here, baby. Are you looking at the tattoo?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms.
Okay, that's not sassy. Okay, that's sassy, okay? Does he deserve to be fired for that? Deserve is irrelevant. He's on a public show, and if his bad PR is bad PR. Welcome to the real world, gentlemen. Okay? If you are exposed to a lot of attention, that comes with responsibilities. Sometimes those responsibilities are negative. As in, like, you might get fired. Some people might say, hey, that was bad PR. I don't think we want to do business with you. They'll pull the plugs. Celebrities, popular people go through that all the time. PDD is going through that right now. What do you mean deserve? Kilo me by deserve. You got a lot of attention. If you got a lot of attention, do you know how to flip that into money? Do you understand that everything that's good in life also they tend to have their own downside. So you went on a show like this, and you're all sassy, and then women were dragging you online, obviously, because you were sassy. The next thing, anyway, let's keep going.
You know, women I deal with, they don't have hair on their
Don't
arms.
do too much.
Hey, I'm just being honest,
Don't do
Queen.
too much.
You know, I don't like that. That's all
Okay.
I was looking at. You trying to say if I'm looking at particular body
You just
parts,
wasn't
but
looking at
that's
my
not what
eyes.
it is. No.
So at this point, this young man just started, because we already covered this, so I don't want to go over it too much again. You can watch the previous show. My opinion stood, or still stands, because again, it was sassy. It's as simple as that. I didn't need to know if it was a criminal or not. There's a lot of criminals in the world. It is what it is. Okay. If you do the crime, you do the time. That has nothing to do with what I'm looking at. He was telling the truth. You just have to know how to read it. Okay. This man was sassy. He was lame. This man does not have good relationship with women in general. So if he shows that out and it becomes a public thing and people are dragging him, could he lose his job for that? Yes. Did he lose his job? I doubt it. Did he lose his job because of that? I doubt it. It's just a doubt. It doesn't have to be truth. You don't have to pull out receipts for that. That's just my opinion. So anyway, over the past few days, this young man, this one you're looking at right here, is MTR. Is one of their kings in the manosphere for good reason. Again, I don't care about his personal life, but his personal life aligns with some of the rhetorics, okay, as admitted by him. But again, I don't want to get too much into your personal life because that's personal. The talking points are all lame. So I'm going to play a little bit of this. Let me just scroll through here. So you see this on the screen right here? Let me show you. Okay, so I'm just going to read. Shout out to Osha Duke Jackson. I'm just using some of the stuff. So he came after he was getting dragged on the internet. He came on the internet, then he posted, he said, all this clout chasing got me fired from work. All right, so women were dragging him for being sassy and being lame. Okay, they called it more like sassy. I agree that it was sassy. That's just a subjective opinion. You can say I disagree. But if enough people are telling you that you are sassy, maybe you should pay attention to that. And then MTR came back talking about, oh, he's just showing his stoicism and masculinity. Stoicism and masculinity are not equivalent. They're not synonymous in any ramification. That's a lame talking point too. Okay? If you're going to bring stoicism into that, it cannot mean your physical posture or composure. Okay? Maybe steez, right? It cannot mean any of that stuff you're measuring in numbers. That's lame behavior. That's why one of the gentlemen went in his chat and called him educated lame. And it was like, I don't get you. No, you got him. It's educated lame. There's a lot of educated, upright, standing men that come off as lame. That's why I don't think this has anything to do with his criminal past. Okay? It has nothing to anybody can learn from this. Don't go into a dating show or on a date talking about you don't want promiscuity. You're going to literally make that expand. You're going to attract exactly what you fear the most. If you don't understand that, that's what we're talking about. You see, you need receipts. I can't give you receipts on that. You have to go into the marketplace, put yourself at risk, go on a few dates, and then you come back and tell me your results. If it's working for you, you keep doing it. If it's not working, we have a conversation. We actually have some kind of context. I'll tell you why what you're doing is wrong. Then I can look at what you did. You say, hey, I went there. I just told her that, hey, I don't want promiscuous women. And then, wait, she left you right there? Exactly. Oh, she ghosted you. Exactly. Because what do you mean? What do you mean you don't want promiscuous? Even promiscuous women, we leave you right there. Okay, so he goes, all this cloud got me fired from work. Man, I really love plumbing and I'm good at it. And they got that taken from me. Y'all are sick. They called the company 500 times and I'm messing up business. For me, that would have been the end of the conversation. I don't need to prove if he's telling the truth or not. So guess what happened? A bunch of sassy men. A bunch of sassy men could relate with him, of course. So they started digging up. Before we knew it, the whole world knew about his criminal past. So now he's having to deal with that. So one of the things he did, some of those sassy men say, hey, start a GoFundMe. We like what you're saying. They found another king who is speaking their heart. I'm trying to be nice, okay? I'm having a hard time being nice because, gentlemen, that your idea of stoicism is sassy. MTR, that your idea of stoicism is literally what we call sassy, what most normal people call sassy. What do you mean I'm not normal? Figure it out, okay? Figure it out. But that's what most people call sassy. When your whole platform is all about dragging women, there's like that, and sassy is literally almost equivalent. It is what it is. Thank you, Miss Uju. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. That yellow popped right in my face. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. And Miss Uju, please link us back in the backstage. Link us in the backstage. I really would like us to support each other as content creators. Thank you. All right. So let's keep going. So he posted all of this. So all of a sudden, a bunch of men started empathizing with him. But see, that's what happens. You want to speak your truth. You want to truth teller. Shout out to Chinye, said truth teller. You want to tell the truth so badly. You told on yourself. The whole world is now dragging him because of the criminal past. And it's not my space to judge you because of your criminal past. Your criminal past is your criminal past. There's a lot of men that are behind the bars, but they got game. They will sleep with the guard and impregnate the guards. You never heard stories like that before. This has nothing to do with your game in terms of dating, romance. He was telling the truth. So suddenly, anyway, MTR interviewed him. He tried to justify it. He's raising for me. So you could tell. I could tell that he was on his side because he saw an opportunity to, it's one of these two. He either wanted to, he said, what's backstage? I'll put it on the screen for you. It's our WhatsApp group. Over there. There you go. It takes you straight into the WhatsApp group. Feel free to join, anybody. We'll continue the conversations back there after the shows. Right? So, they started this go back and forth and all this kind of stuff, and he started defending him. So it's one of two things. He wanted to either drag women, which I think he enjoys doing. He claims he doesn't, whatever. But anyway, I think you do. MTR, that's fine. That's just my opinion of basically the whole thing the channel stands for. But also, it's either that or he also just wants to advocate for men, which I can appreciate. But when you're obsessed with advocating for men, there's a fine line between that and being a gender warrior. And I'm telling you, I will drag you as a gender warrior, be it male or female. Okay? I will drag you because there's nothing healthy for relationship that's going to come out of you overall. Even if it's 80% you say all the right things, there's going to be 20%, 10% poison. Right? It's not healthy. It's not healthy. You cannot mix general stuff in relationship advices, and people will go back. Impressionable minds will go back and try to practice these things, and it work against them. Either man or woman, it doesn't matter. Gender warrior talking points are no good. So anyway, this guy, Oshek Duke Jackson, I'm going to play a little bit of this video for you.
Simply because so many women were complaining about him during the show appearance. And of course, many black men put two and two together and figured that, well, this must be a job for black women. They must have called, gotten him fired. And now the man doesn't have any employment anymore, which gave an opportunity for him to set up a GoFundMe, which we'd already talked about. And then so many black men came together to help the brother out. Wasn't just African-American men either. I saw.
Are you sending and receiving?
Yeah, that's absolutely, Sesmo, you're correct. I don't know if I can call him mommy issues, but he grew up with a single father. He was with his father for the longest. So there's definitely something there. I've never really heard his full story, but there's definitely something personal. Okay, it is what it is. I don't shy away from saying that.
Names on there, probably some white men. And the GoFundMe got up to around $14,000. But the person who brought the most.
So this guy raised. So he started interviewing him.
He gave the interview, and if I'm not mistaken, the GoFundMe
gave him a massive platform. Again, like I said, MTR has over 500,000 followers on YouTube. So he said, "Oh, I'm not saying go donate, but go donate." Again, that's lame. Okay, people are gonna go donate. You know, most of your followers are sassy men that also have their point of contention, all real. There are reasons why they have issues with women. These are all real stuff. I'm just asking them, seek actual help. Stop hanging out on YouTube and misery loves company and soothing your own feelings. And please, gotta be careful with that. Gotta be careful with that. So anyway, if you're a dude, don't be sliding in my DMs unless you're talking money. Let's hear. Unless you're talking money, stop being a groupie. Some of y'all wilding, okay? So he started. Does that not sound sassy? Even to men, okay? What? I promise you, looking more and more like a hater, okay? So they started to. So already it looks like O'Shea Duke Jackson, another YouTuber. It already looks like he could read that this guy was potentially a fraud. Not necessarily a fraud in terms of his criminal past. Just this old thing that 500 women called his job to get him fired. Just like a lie, just a big old lie. So listen to this.
Are more like a hater and you act like a woman. He ain't even got access to those funds, so the money he was throwing was on his own. Now the person says this: I've been unsubscribed to O'Shea channel months ago. He played the fence way too much. I can't respect none of it. The money bruh was spending at his birthday party was his own. He didn't need the money, as he already said, but it was for humanitarian efforts. Again, this guy capitalizes humanitarian.
So he kept saying he was doing humanitarian stuff and stuff like that. So anyway, by the time I was done watching this video today, I noticed that they had pulled some more receipts to claim that he's actually doing humanitarian work. Lame. You're still lame. We don't need to know if he was lying about his criminal past or not. That's public records. Still lame. Sassy as shit. Let me show you some of the comments. Okay, so he pulled some receipts. Okay, he's telling the truth. Because now MTR backpedaled after he was supporting him heavy. Abba and Preach, another YouTubers, they already dragged this guy and said this guy is lame. They're talking about the way he conducted himself in front of those ladies. It was sassy. Okay, and they don't believe you that you got fired by 500 women. I don't believe you. I still don't believe you. You can't provide proof for that. Okay, anyway, this thing is flashing in front of my face like this. There's a lot of lightning and things like that. Let me see. All right, good. So about that. So let me show you guys. These are comments. So you see this guy right here. Let me play a little bit. All right. So I'm gonna have to refresh. I'll be right back. I'll refresh this thing that disconnects from audio sometimes. Reload. All right, I'm back. How we doing? We got some more stories to cover today. All right, let's see. All right, so this one right here. Listen to this.
Pop any of the tees you see me wearing in the video.
Sorry about that, y'all. We gotta make sure we give y'all the evidence because I don't want my people going without evidence. So y'all can make y'all judgment based off of what y'all see, not by what y'all are just simply hearing.
Hold on, I'm gonna read this. This is from 16 weeks ago, or I guess. It says, I'm one of the few licensed journeyman plumbers trying to provide free plumbing services for Army veterans and those that are disabled on a discretionary case-by-case evaluation and reduce pricing savings for homeowners thousands.
Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
We don't care. We don't care. Okay? We don't care. All right? He's still sassy. And everybody responding to this in support of him, they're all sassy. So here now, MTR was rooting for them. He was supporting this man. MTR is a gender warrior. Okay, he's a gender warrior. That's exactly what he is. And he was going hard. And rooting for him. And then suddenly he realized, like, okay, you know, I think this guy is lying to me. Okay, he said, I think this guy is lying to me. And then he changed his mind and then he started helping him. And then the guy also got very, very sassy with MTR once he noticed that he wasn't backing him anymore. Let me read some of the comment for you. Let me see here if I can find it. He got very, very sassy. Okay, so remember, he started raising GoFundMe. Yes, he probably doesn't have access to that money yet, but he raised about $15,000 in the name of he's going to become a content creator. Go figure. He wants to become a content creator too, right? Okay, so now look at this. Check this out. Hold on a second.
Trying to be better. These are in private conversations. You're trying to be better. You're trying to learn. You're looking for advice. You're looking for mentorship. There is nothing that I've done up to this point that demonstrates me attempting to make you look crazy.
All right, so we're going to have that conversation about VeryDarkMan very soon. You try to help people who are pigs. They will drag you inside of the mud. I'm just letting you know right now, up front. We've had that conversation here before. Okay? If you are trying to help people who are pigs because you're a gender warrior or because you hate, you love underdogs, listen, you should help underdogs, but you need to do it with some wisdom. If you're just leading with your emotions, you're going to get dragged. So guess what? MTR was actually helping him because MTR is lame like that. Because MTR was like, that's not sassy, it's not sassy. Why would they get him fired? He didn't deserve to be fired. Listen, nobody's saying he deserved to be fired. The fact that he deserved to be fired or not is irrelevant. He was on the public show, he got a lot of attention, and then unfortunately he's lost his job. Okay, we actually don't believe that. Okay, so now in efforts to do shalaye over explaining, mansplaining, the next thing, everybody started dragging him. Right now, on a regular day, MTR will not support anybody who he thinks has criminal background like that. He generally won't do that. Because remember, they are good guys who think they deserve good women and loyalty just because they're good. But he was already in the mud, in the poto. Okay? He was already in the mud of it. So once he started backpedaling and say, hey, I need some evidence that you actually got fired, then the guy started dragging him. He said, damn, bro, that's crazy, man. You got me looking insane now and painted me out the wrong way. Man, bro, this got me stressing hard. If you're telling the truth, why are you stressed?
Sounds more like someone biting the hand that is giving them a platform. He follows up and he says, man, bro, this got me stressing hard. Man, I thought you was my friend. I wrote this morning, just woke up, hit me when you get this. I then follow a reply to one of his messages about him stressing. And I'm like, not sure what you're talking about. Yeah, it just hit me. I'm like, whatever you think could probably just be solved in a quick audio conversation. So we have a audio conversation from 8:27 a.m. to 8:45. Within this conversation, we talk about many different things. But the main thing that I talked about within this conversation is I said, we only know about you and your story due to the GoFundMe, where you said you were fired from the place that you worked. Where did you work? What is the name of the business? What is the name of the company? I need you to provide that information, because if you don't, you scammed on GoFundMe. This is now...
All of this was damage control. MTR was doing damage control at this point. He supported the wrong person because he's a gender warrior at heart. And that's what happens. When you're a gender warrior, your judgment, your sense of judgment will be covered up. Okay? You're willing to just take anything without verifying it and just support it just because it will help you drag the other gender. This is consistent. You got to pay attention to it, MTR. This is consistent. That's why we ask you, don't be a gender warrior. If you have issues, you have personal issues with the particular gender, let's work it out. Let's show you some good examples. Talk to some people that are having better experiences. Your experience is not absolute. Your experience is not what everyone else is going through. There are good and bad people on both sides of the gender. He was trying to do damage control here, asking for receipt. Bro, we don't need receipt. The guy never lied to you. He was lame from the get-going. That was what the topic was about. It wasn't about his criminal past.
A legal issue, and I cannot.
And by the way, GoFundMe, I think they verify. If he raised money and he got the money, fair, good enough. He managed to finesse a bunch of people and he got the money. That's fair enough for me. I don't care about that. I don't care enough about that. So all this is lame. All of this is lame right now because it's blown out of proportion. It's beyond. It's a freaking pop the balloon show.
Support a liar. I cannot support a thief. I cannot support
nonsense. Nonsense.
His response to me was, okay, sure, we'll do. I said, okay, the coast is clear. Everything is fine. He's about to send it to me, all right? So over an hour later, over 2 hours later, no response. And I said to him, just in the text message, what's the name of the place that fired you? Here was his response.
This is all shalaye. All of this is shalaye. All of this is shalaye. There's no way, once you lead with your gender warrior head, there's no way to backpedal out of it. It's personal. It's something with you personally, MTR, that you need to work on. The reason, how come you couldn't tell from the moment the guy said, I don't want promiscuous women? How come you couldn't tell that, oh, this person needs help? And just find them the help they need. It's one of two things. You're a grifter because you were able to build 500,000 followers off of men who think this way. Just one direction. Absolute. I just tell the truth. There's nothing in between. It's either black or white. Those are the kind of people. That's why you saw somebody already judging O'Shea Duke Jackson. They said to him, I don't like when somebody straddles the fence. Okay? That's where they're coming from. They want you to pick a side. It's either you are for that gender or for us. That's all you need to say before I realize you're a gender warrior. I don't need to go and be digging up your criminal past. It's irrelevant. So they did him wrong. They did this boy wrong because I think he has some probation and stuff like that. That's his personal business. The cops do what they do. But they actually doxed him. They doxed him because they had their gender warrior hat on. They hurt themselves. They shot themselves on the legs. All of this is damage control.
Apparently he changed his tune out of nowhere. I wonder why. I'm not doing nothing until I talk to my attorney. I told you that already. And this was the point of the conversation that I took a step back. I looked at.
He's right. He told you that already. He told you everything you needed to know about him already. He's absolutely right. He doesn't trust you anymore. Because again, all this attention. For what?
The DM message and I said to myself, I might have been bamboozled. Although I had enough discernment not to donate and I did not do enough research into his claims to give him a platform to speak about any damn thing. And I own it. I take accountability for that.
No
excuses. Okay. Well, I wish you the best.
No, you need to take accountability for not detecting that that boy does not know how to engage a woman. That part. Okay, that it was sassy and you couldn't pick it up. You were calling it masculine stoicism because he defended himself when they said he was looking under the breast. They said, lift your heads, we're here, brother. That's not a big deal, okay? Wait, what do you mean that's not a big deal? That's how you didn't touch anybody. Everybody was, it's a camera on. You didn't need to overreact to that. The lady said, stop looking at my under breast. What did he do? He went straight for the arm on the air on the arm. That was not wrong. It's not about right or wrong. It was sassy. MTR, it was, say after me, sassy. Right, because it's fire for fire. He was throwing shots back. He was acting like a woman.
As I said, my credibility is now in question because of lack of proof / receipts. I'm gonna go live in the next couple of hours to discuss this with my audience.
No, it's not credibility. My credibility is not in question because of lack of proof. I'm gonna go live in the next couple of. He's stuck. That's what lame people do. They think this is about them telling the truth. We can tell the truth without you telling us the truth because we're human beings. We are spirits. We have incredible radar for bullshit. We can tell the truth. This type of truth, at least. Okay? We know what we feel when we experience you. We know what we feel when we experience you.
Take care. You like that message? You just worried about making content, not worried about the consequences I may.
He called you out.
You may face. What are you talking about? What?
No. See again. This boy almost have more game than MTR. He's calling you out. Why are you going live? Just stop. Stop already. You know what? I don't want. Just change directions. You don't have to explain yourself. Just change course, change directions in the talking. Stop trying to defend. This was never the issue. No one okay, obviously because it's sensational, people started caring about his criminal past, and the ex-girlfriend came out and said it was literally monitoring. This guy planted monitoring spirit, like a monitoring device inside his girlfriend's car. I didn't need to hear that before I knew that he's a weirdo. MTR, how come you needed to hear that before you know that this person is not? Because I've seen MTR on screen interacting with ladies before. But he's so obsessed with holding women accountable that he can't catch it. That's why I keep telling you, these things are case by case by case. There are lame women. There are lame men. There are bad and good men. It's case by case by case by case. Stop generalizing off of gender. You will always be wrong and you're going to get yourself in trouble doing that, man or woman, like you just did.
What consequences besides that you lied? Potentially, allegedly. I mean, I really don't know at this point. All you got to do
He
is
never
provide
lied.
the receipts, baby. That's it. This whole would just go away. You get the GoFundMe money. That's all you have to do. But the way that you are now moving in totality with the other information that is coming out and will come out about you and your lifestyle is way more damning. It's way more ridiculous than I could have ever imagined. And what I thought was going to turn into a way to advocate for a man that was unjustly treated because of his presence on a game show has now turned into somehow you becoming the victim.
Now, I want to go over some of this guy's stories on Instagram, okay? And for a person that cares so much about humanitarian efforts, he loves people so much, right? He loves humans so much. Then you tell me a human that makes posts like this. Angry music? Please don't DM me and waste my time. I have too many messages. If it's not business, I can't get to you. Hashtag, Mr. You're not qualified. Now stop the show. I've been a YouTuber for a decade. I have over 250 million views. I'm way busy. This guy has only 2,000 followers, right? I have never told my audience, do not message me unless it's about some money, okay? Never. I'll tell you don't message me because I don't want to get scammed by none of y'all. But I never tell anybody, don't message me unless it's about money. Clearly a person.
So anyway, let me go here. So as soon as he dropped this video, I'm going into the comment area. A bunch of sassy people came there, men. And then, let me see if I can find them. You really not for black people. Instead of taking responsibility, accountability for giving out false information and apologize, you rather just make a BS video. So they started dragging him. Now this guy was literally their head of manosphere at one point. Okay, he decided to exit. But if you listen to O'Shea Duke Jackson, you just know that if he's ever been in a place where he was bitter with women, he's definitely not in that space anymore. Definitely not with black women anyway. So he said, you and MTR are acting and sounding a little feminine. Why? Because MTR has backpedaled. He's now trying to do damage control. And then come this video, right? So they pulled 2 weeks of receipts to prove he's not sassy. They started pulling receipts about his criminal past, right? They said, damn, MTR, he made everybody look bad now. All because MTR couldn't keep his cool. No. He still made himself look bad. Okay, I hope MTR understands that. He still made himself look bad. He's lame. He's still sassy. And the rest of you that are continuing to support him are sassy. And that's why you're defending the nonsense. It's really that simple. But the point of this video is to say, hey, MTR, he never lied to you. He showed you exactly who he was. He had nothing to do with his criminal past. He started calling you out once he realized that, hey, you're getting a lot of attention for this. Because MTR, inside his own chat, they started dragging him. Say, why are you believing this guy? They were dragging him. He's like stoicism and masculinity. He's just defending himself. Really? That's your definition of stoicism? I think he's 39 years old. He talks, not married, you know. As you can imagine, listen, everything I say here is a reflection of my personal experience. I don't shy away from that. He probably will shy away from that for a good reason. Because there's no credibility with the lifestyle as compared to what he's trying to preach. It's basically fear-mongering and making men scared of women. That's what it comes down to. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. I've heard him say some balanced things sometimes. It's not that bad, right? But all you need is small pieces of poisons. That's all you need. You don't need to be all the way bad. The point here is that if you're a man or a woman and you're engaged in gender war, there's a reason. I'm not invalidating the reason why you're engaged in gender war. There's a real reason why you can relate. You need to check it. You're going to hurt yourself. And if you become a content creator, an influencer of some type, you're going to hurt a lot of people. I'm warning you. You're going to end up hurting a lot and lots of people. Okay? Just letting you know now. All right? Let me come to the chat. And then we'll round it off that way. But this Ninja Total Weapon X guy, he never lied to me. He's consistent. The fact that he has criminal past is irrelevant. Because there are people that have criminal past that are like him. There are people that don't have any criminal past that are like him. They are lame just like him. That's irrelevant completely. So all the receipts they're pulling out to say he's humanitarian, the more you pull out that he's a good guy, the worse it gets. Okay? Let me just warn you right now. The worse this storyline gets, or the narrative, the more you pull out all the receipts that's trying to prove that he's a good guy, the worse he gets. Because he clearly thinks he deserves better just because maybe he's changed his life or he's a good guy. That's not how it works, fellas. You need to have game. Okay? You need to have game. Something that obviously MTR struggles with. Because if he doesn't, he should be able to pick those cues up and see that, well, that's Sassy. Abba and Priest picked it up immediately. They picked it up. They said, hey, this guy is Sassy. That's literally what Sassy is. It's not about right and wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. We're not his judge. We're not criminal police. Okay? But let me read some of this chat before I go on to the next story. We're doing well, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. There is an old European woman that is more stoic than MTR and all his supporters put together. Yeah, I agree. You can be sassy and have a criminal past at the same time. Absolutely, because they're not relevant to each other. I don't know why they're pulling out this guy's criminal record to make a stupid point. I mean, they pulled it out because they messed with women. When you mess with women the wrong way, they'll multiply your shenanigans for you. How did stoicism and masculinity end up on the same plate? Now, wow, that's what happens. That's what he's teaching men. You cannot, MTR, I'm sorry. There's no credibility there for you to teach men stoicism or masculinity. I'm sorry. Okay, just because you can yell at the top of your lungs or because you can lift 3 plates on one side, that's not masculinity, bro. It's not. Okay, you need to re-engage the conversation and start having conversation with people, seasoned men that have been through this back and forth, some experience, not all rosy, okay, but they've come out on the other side. You can't just be playing it safe and talking about your teaching men masculinity. You need to actually put yourself out there and take some risk first before you can teach men masculinity, okay? And I'm not talking about taking risk boxing. I don't know if you fight boxing. I'm just saying. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about mental gymnastics. I'm talking about mental, emotional stuff, right? If you playing it safe, you cannot teach anybody, like in anything in life, okay? You can teach us YouTube. How's that? You can teach us YouTube, some tricks around YouTube, because 500,000 followers is not anybody's mate. Discernment care, yeah. Coconuted, absolutely coconuted. It was trying to do damage control. You can't control the narrative. It's too late. You lost some credibility. That's okay. You will always retain your credibility as a YouTuber. I guarantee you. But everything else, family, structure, manhood, masculinity, please stop. Immediately stop. Engage some people that have actually gone through something. I'm not talking about somebody dumped you in GSS2 or grade 7. That's not what I'm talking about. Please. Please. Some real life experience. Okay. I'm not invalidating your experience. I'm just saying, talk to some people that have gone through some stuff and come out on the other side. Then have a conversation and continue to have that conversation. You have a huge platform, bring them on the conversation and let them chime in. Okay? Because this right here did not look good. There's a few other content creators that have been trying to tell him, like, listen, because he ended up on a blacklist for FBI. They're monitoring him because nobody wants a society with angry men. Okay, so if you're an influencer, you end up on a list like that. That should tell you a lot. Pay attention to that, because there's nobody that wants a society with angry men. Okay, and by the way, I agree there might be more to that story. Anyway, do me a favor. Let me know what your thoughts are. You agree with me? You disagree with me? You kind of sort of agree. You kind of sort of disagree. You're kind of like a MTR army. That's what he calls his followers. By the way, I follow what he says. It's not always wrong, but overall, there's poisons for young men in what he's saying, and the poison is probably less than 10%, but they're very dangerous. Okay, I'm open to the conversation, but I have a smaller platform, so he probably has nothing to benefit from me. So it is what it is. But if he's open, I'm open. I've seen him pull up to other smaller YouTube channels, so shout out to him for that. If he's open, I'm open. Let's have the conversation. It's got to go deeper than stoicism, the way you stand and talk. Please stop it. Jesus Christ. Stop teaching people that. Thank you, MTR. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. I'll be back in about 20 seconds. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com. More. Let's listen to this. Nigerian people, let's do this. VeryDarkMan is a lot of people's mentors these days as well. Speaking of people that have no experience, but last we'll be here. Last I'm gonna collect me. There's no way around it. Listen to this.
Happen, but before I start, we'll start from here.
If I say this soldier we go do wedding, go start and here. We'll go meet after party. Us now after party. As the days on after party level we dey.
See this auntie or day. Saying after party 9 days they go. Did they invite you for the main party? What does your invite say? Look at what your invite say. Your invite is for 5 p.m. and kindly ensure that you bring this invitation with you for guaranteed entry. Please note that admission will not be granted before the specified time. So why you can't even consider as if okay, you were held in traffic? It was because you left your house around 4:30 so that you'll be there by 5. They did not give you the main invite. People that have the main invite were there by 10. People they give their invite for that carton. The rest of now, see. If you see anybody where we say snap with Davido and Chioma, where they hold this, where they wear this black, where Davido wear this black outfit and Chioma wear this clothes, just know say all of them after party they meet. You understand? All this about them, all this skits makers, no level. Plenty of them they far. See their view. This is their view. Some of them sneak enter inside there, see their view. You understand? Then okay, all these they are yabo and call these skits makers. Because she na skits maker. All these skits makers now from this team. Now from after party they see. I see one girl on a papaya waiting and call down and carry money. They go give Chioma. They do this. Other one after party, they don't see them for. They don't even feel access David for main events. You understand? See somebody like Joe Zaza now. You don't see when Joe Zaza come. You don't see what Davido wear. Davido wear red. You understand? Joe Zaza come on stacks of dollars. he carry and give Davido. You understand? And when Davido they come where me and Osime and the other main men they. You understand? You see how he take come, he wear that in red. Then in groomsmen wear yellow for the back. All those other ones na fantasy. Apart from Olamide Bado and Fireboy and the musicians where sing, where perform for the after party, where surprise David. The remaining ones, all reuse, but the remaining one, all those come. Now by 5 o'clock they come. And then they post them and see they did here. You post show us video. You Yabo, show us video where you did with David when we are red. Post video when we are red. I dare you. Or post picture. Now don't carry on now see the people where. Oga. Now, when senior Balagbas, because the way they take the way, I too like the people where arrange them. They don't know see a lot of all these touts and all this thing will come. So they just give them time, 5 o'clock, so that when David don't tire, you can't go meet DJ. So we don't come they post that thing. Meanwhile, see this one. That's why I say I like who organize this thing. They don't nearly bounce this one. I just check my QR code. My code is there. And the way they do them, you see, the invite where they give them. You understand? The invite can only accommodate one. That's why she don't carry that lesbian partner. It's that Sassy, that girl. And why she don't carry that girl come? That one video is even clean now when the madam go work. I mean, why the face for the video? Now, how this face where take the one where she posts for her page. No see this thing. If you don't the way she take on doing for her page, I go check her page and see the way she do and say, that's all this ones did. They say, oh God, all these men when they carry money, they go call these girls, all these influencers. They say, Mona, they tell them they come now without makeup. Or some of them their face don't get posa. You know posa, that's why people like the tear. Their face get posa, they get posa for face. Every other thing I don't see a lot of things online where we say I no see. I see say some people carry horse, carry motor. Where did you people bring it to? They did not let you enter with that thing now. You left it and use your leg to enter. The crowd was too much. The crowd was too much. Now why you get some people were sneaking their table? You know, say they put them for tents. All those content creators, they put them for tents. All those websites say they come online, come they lie, I see their life. Now they be the best, they better pass everybody for social media. They took them for one tent. Now go stay for tents. Where you won't come put them where Kestin Pondi, of Tantita. Where so
all right.
I'll make I tell now.
All right, so somebody said, why are we playing this guy? You need to hear the backstory. Now, the story is a little bit longer, so stay with me, okay? This is the drama that's been going on for the past, I don't know, maybe 7 hours on social media now. But let me show you. So you notice that he came for Iyabo Ojo, right? So Iyabo Ojo has she has I don't know if they call themselves boyfriend or fiance. Oga Polo, he's a record executive. He's a big guy. He's an entertainment executive, okay? And Oga Polo actually typed this. I'm going to read this to you, okay? So Oga Polo said, pray for this guy. Person will swear for this guy. Don't die. It's a pity he just have to live in this condition for the rest of his miserable life. You come for a wedding to check which invite someone have? Is that not sickness? I believe you see Yabo in your dreams every night and day. If you say you love your mom, I believe your mom and Yabo may be in same age. Respect that. Okay. Let me hear your thoughts, so. All right. Let me hear your thoughts, so. We're getting there. So Oga Polo answered him, right? For me, it's a little tricky. I don't know if I would answer if I was Oga Polo. I don't know if I would answer a very dark man. If I did, it will be intentional. It will be strategic. I better know what I'm doing. Okay, it will not just be because I'm caught up in my emotions. All right. If I did, I would be calculated. And it's probably to destroy him completely. I would destroy his career. They will never hear him again. That's the only reason. It's not negotiable. I'm not responding to Very Dark Man if I don't destroy his voice. Okay? That's me personally. If it's going to fall anything short of that, in terms of my strategy, then I will simply not respond to him if I was an Oga Polo. Okay? He's missing his former lifestyle. One of the symptoms is misogyny. Really? That's a good point, says more. That's a good point. Something, there's something wrong somewhere, I know he claims he dug borehole for people. He's trying to do some activism work and stuff like that. But I think he's hiding under that. I think something, but yes. But this is what Gapolo said, okay? You would think that's the end of it, right? No, it is not the end of it, oh. It's not the end of it, oh. Wait. There's more to come. Let me see. The next thing we saw was, let's see. Okay, this post. Let me see. Not this one. Let's see. All right, the next thing we saw. Okay, not this one. Let me see what he said here.
So, as I will make I tell you now what happen, but before I start, we'll start from here.
Okay, so that's the original one. Let me find the other video. There's another video that I need to find for you. Let's see here. Not this one. So also, let me show you that, guys. So remember, he was accusing Kodjoe of not having the proper invitation. So this is actually a post from Kodjoe. She said, "Ani ewure dudu lo biese egbote mi omo ewure dudu." Okay, all right. That means she's saying it's a dark goat that gave birth to him. But then she showed receipt of her actual. She actually showed receipt that she actually got the. So there's some invitation for people to come at 10 a.m. and there's some invitation for people to come at 5 p.m. So she was talking about she only has access to the after party and stuff like that. So she came and proved that actually no, she had access to the 10 a.m. And then there was also receipt that came out later on that VeryDarkMan actually is the one that actually has access to 5 p.m. Okay, but this is some of the receipts here. Oh my God, not the Ewuredudu on the screen. Jesus, Ewuredudu is dark goat. All right, and then there's a picture. There's a video of Kodjoe here. You guys can see this. I don't know if it's probably no audio on it, but Kodjoe was I think she went to say hello. I'm not sure what we're looking at. Okay, yeah, she wanted to say hello. Okay, you can see her there saying hello to Davido, giving him a hug, and they danced a little bit. Obviously, it's a lot of crowd, and then they moved on. This is typical at any party, even if it's not Davido's party. All right, there's nothing to make out of that. But of course, VeryDarkMan made something out of that. All right.
So as I will make I tell you now, just know say all of them after party they meet. You understand? All this about them, all this skits makers. No level. Plenty of them they far. See their view.
So he always claimed that he doesn't care about this kind of stuff, but then he's bragging about no level.
This one. That's why she no carry that lesbian partner. It is that excessive. That girl. And why she no carry that girl come?
Okay. All right. We're getting somewhere. There's a video that I gotta pull up to the screen. Let me see here. Not this one. Let's see. Okay, I found it. There you go. Let's see here. All right, so you can see this one here. It says, "I respect you." Shout out to Instablog Nigeria. "I respect you, but..." Once somebody say, "I respect you, but..." What are they about to do? Let me see the chat. If somebody say, "I respect you, but..." what is it that they're about to do? This story is basically repeating itself. You remember a few weeks ago, we thought, "Oh, Uncle Beno, they're here. Uncle Beno, God bless you. God do not forget you." Can you hear me? You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you, Baba.
Okay, all right, good. So remember a few weeks ago we talked about Davido giving people like Portable opportunity. We talked about trying to help poor people or people that are underdogs. You have to be careful with that. This is going to be another example of that. There's certain people that you just want to be careful. When you're helping them, you should help people, but please do not lose sight of the fact that they are coming from a certain type of lifestyle, they would drag you down. They would drag you inside that poto. So, and that's something that the video needs to start paying attention to, because I'm not saying we shouldn't help people. I'm just saying be careful. You need to have some emotional intelligence around that idea. So this video right here is what we're talking about. Let's play it.
Lou was referring to me. He said, pray for this guy. Person will swear for this guy, don't buy. He said, pity, he just have to leave this in this condition for the rest of his life. You come for a wedding to check which invite someone up. Is that not sickness? I believe you see Yabo in your dreams every night and day. If you say you love your mom, I believe your mom and Yabo are the same age. Respect that. Now, Polo, with all due respect, it's just a warning I want to give you. You understand? This thing that is happening does not concern you. You were there when Yabo carried herself and called my mama. You did here, you see her. She called my father. You understand? You don't talk anything. I respond now, you dey talk. Polo, if they born you well, I respect you, right? But if you put your mouth for this thing again, I will rubbish you for this internet. I go so rubbish you to the point where you say you won't call my name. If you don't see your name now, Polo was referring to me. He said, pray for this guy. Person will swear for this guy. Then Polo, I did Lagos with you now. Man don't see VDM do anything. VDM this one, that one. That your money, with that your money, you no go repair waiting go come up from my mouth. Your money will not repair your personality again. You don't do management for senior footballers in the past. You understand? You don't manage musicians. You don't help us for Afrobeat music and the rest. You don't spread us one African fest and all that. Stay on that lane, bro. You understand? In Nigeria, say they call now, uncle. I like that. But if I'll go America, brother Paul, you stay on that place. I don't want problem with you. Stay on that place. When your body insult my mama, my papa, you no talk. I never said anything before that time. Do you understand? Let her go and bring where I referred to her or said something and I called her name. No. Her name was never called. Do you understand? So, bros, you go respect yourself. Else, wallah, you go and learn. And you will learn the hard way. If not me and Yabo, then Apollo, I did Lagos with you now. Man don't see VDM do anything. VDM this one, that one. That your money, with that your money, you no go repair waiting go come up from my mouth. Your money will not repair your personality again. You don't do management for senior footballers in the past. You understand? You don't manage musicians. You don't help us for Afrobeat music and the rest. You don't spread us one African fest and all that. Stay on that lane, bro. You understand? In Nigeria, say they call now, uncle. I like that. But if I'll go America, brother Paul, you stay on that place. I don't want problem with you. Stay on that place. When your body insult my mama, my papa, you no talk. I never said anything before that time. Do you understand? Let her go and bring where I referred to her or said something and I called her name. No. Her name was never called. Do you understand? So, bros, you go respect yourself. Else, wallah, you go and learn. And you will learn the hard way. If not me and Yabo, then Apollo, I did Lagos with you now. Man don't see VDM do anything. VDM this one. The only way everything will end. You understand? Now, if jejely, sorry, say I call your mama. No pass like that. You understand? If you dey insult my papa, they go. That one on our business. But see my mama side, you leave her. Just say sorry. Say sorry, everybody rest. But other than that, don't think you even better self. Just down a normal girl, she doesn't do. And whatever thing she feel, okay, that one day. But see, yeah, bro, it is tit for tat, so we go court, we go come back. Till eternity. But Polo, don't put your mouth again. Else, I know they follow you fight. I know my mouth alone. Only mouth I'll take talk with you go up. And only mouth I'll take.
Imagine the only power a man has is mouth.
Whether you know, you go surprise me say I know about you. You'll be very surprised. If you play with me, you're gonna learn, and you will learn the hard way. Don't play. Else you're gonna learn. That'll be the only way.
All right. So then Polo came back and said, "This nonsense will stop." That's a New Jersey plate number by Polo. This nonsense will stop today. He tagged Tunde Ednut, Davido, Cubana Chief Priest, Big Bird Sheon Kuti, DJ Obion Deck, and Pokoli. He tagged all of them. He said, either me, friend, or him, VDM, you need to make a decision. Okay, So Baba is saying you need to make a decision, and he made it public. Okay. All right. So let me see. I think there's more. Oh, I wasn't actually showing the right one. This is. Oh, I think I showed it. All right. All right. So that's that right there. And then he came back. People like them, they don't rest. You know, that's why I said you have to be careful when you respond to this person. You have to be ready to destroy his voice completely, because he already said it. The only power he has is his mouth. People that have that, they will meet the right person that will show them that that is not power. Your mouth as a grown man cannot be your power. That unless you're a talk show host or like Larry King or something. And even those people, they have PRs, they have PR specialists, they have best practices that they follow, because them too, they collect just for you know, for mediating the conversation. Imagine you just have these extremely strong opinions and you have the power of quote unquote Enu. That Enu is what will destroy you. It's a timeless phenomenon. It's not something I made up. Yeah. The mouth will destroy you. Right? Even worse, on social media, you might think you're just going to open another one, like, bruh. You see, Cider Budge can get away with it. You will not get away with it. You will not get away with it. I'm coming to, I just want to make sure I cover some of it, because he actually came back. He said some things. I'm just going to go straight to his page, because people like him, they don't rest unless you rest them. But you don't have to rest him. You rest his voice. You destroy his voice completely. And you might think, oh, well, freedom of speech. Well, there's consequences for freedom of speech. And also, YouTube and Instagram will silence your ass and it to be political, and they will never admit to it. Just in case you don't know yet. Let me play this one. Let's see. Uh-oh. I'm going to need to refresh. You can't hear that, right, Uncle Beno? You couldn't hear that, right?
No, I can't.
Okay. I don't know what's going on with... I'll be right back.
Wow, watching from Tokyo.
At least they let us know when it disconnects from the audio. Oh, Lord. Yeah, let me see. Here we go. Aha. There you go. Let's play.
Sorry, Tona.
You can hear it now, right?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Keep me up. Follow posted. This nonsense will stop today. He tagged Sunday not. He tagged Davido. He tagged
shout out to Jojo.
He tagged Big Bad Kuti. Tagged DJ Obi on deck. He tagged Pokoli. He now said either him as friendship or me, VDM, that they should make a decision. First of all, I've never spoken to Pokoli in my life. I just know him as a dancer. I've never said a word to him before. So remove him from that list. The other people, DJ Obi is a nice person. I contacted him recently because of a friend that needs help. And I told him that, please, he should help me give her employment, because in this industry, they want to knock the girl. And they are trying to cancel the girl because the girl no agree made them knock them. The girl no agree made them knock her. So I begged DJ Obi gave her a job. Now, to Big Bird Kuti is somebody that even when I did sell 2-4, like he always calls, if I need money, go to say, guy, if you need money, just let me know, you know. Then there's Cubana Chief Priest, who I respect, you know, a very good businessman. Other than me and him vibing, he's a cool person. And then, of course, Davido, who is the person who I do wedding. He's a very cool person as well that I really love. And then, of course, Tunde know that I really love so much, like 100%. Now, I don't know why you are bringing these people into your beef. When you were calling me miserable life, you know, when you were putting mouth in something that don't concern you, you know, ask them whether make them do them. Whether make you do them. The only mistake you make for this video is, you know, tag Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is the president of this country. You for tag him.
He said he has mouth
from Nigeria. You know what people don't understand? You see all these people, the likes of the Apollo, all these men, they'll not be good men. They're not forget this, they'll not be good men. You understand? Imagine say, now, this multi I talk now, in don't verse, out of anger, you know, think twice, impose this thing. You understand? Out of anger. Now, imagine the people where go don't talk, maybe your president, they go don't talk. Now, so you go back. Go to tell people, say, hey, don't employ this one, don't do this one, don't do this one, don't do that one. Now, so that they take cancel people who really get talents for the country. Now, I'm not saying they can cancel me, because nobody can cancel me, right? But I'm just telling you, this so sure. Expose them. You understand? Polo, you are a person that is supposed to be a grandpa.
Ah,
to be in this
age
position,
shaming.
you are slowly pushing me, right? You don't push me. You don't push me. And if I reach that place where you want, you go have yourself to blame. I know Nigerians worship money. I don't worship money. All this they call you billionaire. That's your papa business. You don't put one naira in my account. I hustle for my own funds. Do you understand? So your money don't have anything to do with VDM. Your level don't have anything to do with VDM. Do you understand? I do my thing on social media. I've never tagged the blog before in my life.
Okay.
I've never tagged the blog before since I started doing this thing I do on social media. I've never done it before, so you cannot cancel me. I put anything. Since I'm one of all those your one African music fest boys, they carry the do all this one. If you put your mouth for this matter, you collect, and that's what I'm saying.
You collect.
If you put your mouth, I'm going to disrespect you. I'm going to use my mouth to disrespect you.
Oh, you already did.
I'm telling
it's
you,
too late.
Remove your mouth. Now the last warning I go give you be this. As now you they feed all of them, you people should go and unfollow and choose between me or you. What do you do? What you all do for them? Tell me. Now you they feed them now. Just how you don't make yourself look like one old man where not get sense. Choose between you and VDM. Who do you think I am? Do you think I'm one of those boys that money can control or influence can control? They talk. Go tag Asiwa Jubola and Tinubu made a comment from country. Now back to Iyabo Ojo. That one went to go and post the video of Davido where she meet Davido. You see what is funny? You see that invite where they give you, 9 they give me for 5 o'clock. And the right hand there say 5 no reach more no come. But I enter that place so because I be VDN. There are levels to this, baby. See the way you they sneak. See how you they sneak to go meet Davido. You go do notice me. You go stand near him. He not see you now. Did he see you? Go to do notice me. So compare.
By the way, the invitation they gave Iyabo and her daughter is actually 10 a.m.
To we where they become acknowledgement where we say if you stand for them anytime. Since I do what we say on carry on our blog, on our just love our blog, on our carry on they bash the guy. You understand? They codedly when I come back later, come they kiss your hand. You go person wedding. See Juju, not be you Juju. They tell for you say why you block him. You block one person for the David team, but you still go there because you need to make an appearance. You don't get shame.
He does
Why
worship money
Juju?
for sure.
Why? You don't like the David. You don't like him. You don't like him, and you know it deep down. You don't like the boy. You just had to make an appearance. Why did you block Israel? Has Israel ever offended you?
See logic.
Logic. Oh boy, I'm everything else. I'm everything, but I not be hypocrite, bros. If I don't like something, I don't like it. Like I said, if you have no beg me, continue like this. If you like, go and get the biggest sis and this order, guys. You know, get it. Now go apologize. You call my mom, and you will always be bashed on social media. Kutuma Boro Ubanki. Kutuma Boro Ubanki.
What is Kutuma Boro Ubanki?
Nobody they feed me for this media. Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody. They go tag Tunde Headnut. They go tag Big Bed Kuti. They go tag.
You look like you pay them small.
Now you be their papa. Now you be their papa. You they feed them. Old man. No go do grandpa service. No push me. No push me. If you push me to the wall, you don't show your character now. No push me. Else you gonna learn. And you will learn the hard way. Don't play. All right, so I saw.
All right, so let me see. I think that might
So I just see this post on Gossip Me about one guy, Mike Premium, where be Sabino's manager. They address me.
All right, so now he's dragging Big Bro Niger too. Let me see what. Let him read it to us. What the person said.
He say it is disheartening to see a certain individual like VeryDarkMan address content creators, ordinary skit maker, and a lot of blah.
Okay, that one is defending content creators. Okay, let's leave that alone. I think 1 or 2 more things that I wanted to show you, and then I want to hear Uncle Ben's take on this guy. All right. So of course, not of course, she never really talks. This is Iyabo Ojo's daughter. She had something to say. She said, "If you know you didn't sleep in prison this year, raise your hands in the comments section." Okay, so she's throwing shade at a very dark man, basically, that he slept in prison, right? So I think the very dark man also said, if you know, he also fired back. He said, if you know, there's a post somewhere, I didn't see it anymore now, that if you know that you didn't sleep with the same men that your mother slept with, raise your hand in your comment. So that has been some of the drama earlier on today. But shout out to Obi Kubana for saying this. This is big as far as I'm concerned. Obi Kubana came out and said, "Dear blogs, please stop giving visibility to youth insulting elders. You enable them. We can't continue to enable rubbish. Stop, please." Okay, so I don't know if he's going to pick a fight with Obi Kubana now, because he clearly worships money. This boy worships money. He's capping. He's a liar. Okay, he's basically a liar. He worships money and he can't help himself. And that's some of the issues we're dealing with here. But Uncle Beno, I want to hear your thoughts on VeryDarkMan.
MOP, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
This matter get us a bill. Shout out to all the Prestige fam, all the sisters and everybody watching.
Sorry, before you continue, right? I found this one. I guess they went back and forth somewhere on Twitter. It said, if you and your iya know the doke one man for money, raise your hand up. Lagos is not for the weak. And then the lady said, ex-convict, you sleep for prison, abi you no sleep.
Wow.
Right. So this is getting nasty. This is why I said the elders, they actually in reality have more responsibility, maybe in the form of an Obi Kubana. Maybe like, I'm not going to judge Polo for answering the way he answered. I just hope he knows what he's doing. It cannot come from a place of emotions. Go ahead, sir.
All right, MOP. Like I say, shout out to all my sisters in the house. This is going to be a very interesting conversation. Actually, I was about to go to the gym when you were talking about this, and I like, oh no, I have to say one or two things about this. I actually saw this trend all day long, but because of today is my off day and I have to do so many things, I cannot ignore it. So thank you for bringing it up today. Now, there are so many angles to this situation, and we can just discuss this. First and foremost, I will blame. I know you don't like us using blame, but I will blame Davido first and foremost. Yes.
No, I only say blame in a relationship. You can use blame. Okay. When you subscribe to relationship, we cannot use blame.
All right. So I said I'll blame Davido because I think as much as I love Davido, there are some people around him that sometimes I will ask myself, of all the production crew, of all the management team, also management team that Davido has, when are they going to understand that when somebody as a superstar gets to a certain level, you got to manage his image. And when you got to manage his image, there are some people you cut off around him. Now, those people can relate with him. Maybe they are in the party or something. But when it comes to some official stuff, there are certain people you deliberately cut off. And you talk to Davido himself, or if you are managing as any superstar, you talk to them that, hey, for your own image, for your brand, this guy has to go. So that's why I said I blame.
Please don't associate. Yes,
exactly. And what pissed me off the most is that I'll still come to Polo, but starting with VDM, I saw the first video where he was dragging everybody who attended the party. He was so jobless, like very jobless, that I actually know somebody who had 10 a.m. IV and those who have 5 p.m.
Right.
IV. And then he started
who cares?
dragging all the people who attended the party, all the content creator, everybody, you know, bad-mouthing them, saying, oh, this one, don't mind them. Now after party, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Are you freaking kidding me right now? How would you, Davido, this guy and Portable, when he come to mouth when no get filter, they are in the same level. I can say the guy they speak Tata English. Him and Portable think
they are literally the same thing. Honestly, there are people that have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose.
And what fears me the most is this. You see, I've been around for a while, and I know when people are influential, people who you can call the men who control certain sector of the economy.
Yes.
And they have let me put it like in our old way. They have a mosquito beating on their butts, on their balls, and they can't smash this mosquito, or they can't even drive it away. Something is fishing. It means that mosquito has something on them. I believe you should understand where I'm going with this. There is something.
There's something.
Something pushing this guy that he can literally run his mouth on anybody, and those who are in the same shit with him. Oh, I'm sorry for saying that. Those who are
you're good, bro. You're good.
In the same bucket with him, they can't call him out. So that is it with me as far as Davido and all this thing is concerned. Now he's about to rubbish almost everybody who attended.
He's going to rubbish Davido and everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, from my experience as a media person, when I look at the video of the event, I can tell you for free that all is jam-packed. It wasn't even when it comes to. It
was a festival.
Exactly. When it comes to the way I expect the hall to be organized, to give everyone space, No.
Everybody came.
And everybody want to appear in camera. So it was.
And no one should be feeling special for being in that room.
Exactly.
Stop. Yeah,
the star of the show is Davido and his wife.
Yeah.
In fact, the star of the show is Chioma. That's the way it is when it comes to wedding.
Yes,
but everybody just want to be there. Now, VDM is ready to. If very soon this guy will soon tell you, person when they serve coke, person when chop meat, person when no see chair sit down, he will soon go down. And Davido and his team have to do something about it now.
I mean, it's probably eventually, like Natu said here, not to hit it on the nail. It's probably gonna be a matter of Davido will do the same thing he did to Portable. He just ghost him. He just ghost him now. Yeah, he just ghost him. He will just be wondering, like, hey, all of them are the same. He will come back on internet and say it. Eventually, people just go to stop at some point.
This is the problem when you drag somebody who's supposed to be in gutter. You can't bring a come out, you bath him. Come place him on a golden chair that is not supposed to be. Now, what did they happen with this? There are some people, if you pull them out of the gutter, they will bleed in immediately. You can't even tell that, oh, this person wants to have a horrible background. But with somebody like this, you pull them out and they don't realize that I'm out of the gutter. I have to behave. This is what you get.
No, it's a gutter. The gutter is like shadow. It follows you everywhere you go. The gutter follow you everywhere now. That's not a lesson for VDM. That's a lesson for Davido.
Yeah, because
this is a big part of most recent 50 Cent's book. It's a big part of it. Like knowing how to leave the ghetto where they belong. They are ghetto for a reason. It's not your fault. If you want to help them where they are.
Exactly.
There's no need to invite a Portable or VeryDarkMan into your wedding party. There's no need for that.
It's crazy. And now, let me just quickly address the other aspect of this, Iyabo Ojo and Polo. And
Yes.
this is how I may be a little bit different with my sisters. I get it at VDM, the guy is off off the chain. But here's the thing, and I'm going to say this as an African man. If you don't want to be insulted, don't insult people's mom.
True.
You can, one thing I find common in Africa, sometimes you can insult somebody's father, they will fight for their dad, but after a while they let it go. But when you insult some people's mom, it doesn't matter how highly placed you are. Some will literally go to any length just
Yes.
get their pound of flesh.
Imagine insulting Portable's mom.
Ah. Who won't try him?
Exactly.
So
yeah, some people they have nothing to lose, so that means you have nothing. Sorry to add this to it, Uncle Beno. Yeah, if somebody is proud of having nothing to lose, Davido, that means they have nothing to offer you.
Exactly.
They have nothing. I'm not talking about money. That means they have nothing to offer your brand. They're going to drag you in the mud if they have nothing to lose. Go ahead, Uncle Beno. Go ahead.
So, coming to Polo and Iyabo Ojo. Now, first of all, I'm going to give Iyabo Ojo some credit. And the credit I want to give her is like this. I think so far so good. She has changed since she started getting serious with Polo. I noticed that she has changed. But what I want to pinpoint is this: Polo shouldn't have responded the way he did. To be frank.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is that you know who you got married to. I'm a big fan of knowing your
right. You know that's Yabo Joe.
You
don't need to chat. Wala. Hey, hold on. hold on. I need my board for that. Okay, I may be biased. But I see where you're going. Go ahead.
So the point is this: you married a woman who is in the entertainment industry, and then the female industry was not paying. Then she went into skit making, and then from skit making, she joined the online content creator, doing live show, dragging people for fun, dragging people for money, and all that. She's a Yoruba woman, for that matter. And now you married her, knowing her personality.
Right.
The first thing you should work on is how to make her at least calm down, madam. Now you have a man. You can't just be hopping on and fighting everybody online.
Yes.
You can't throw shit anyhow again now. When you were alone, when it was just you and your baby and you are living your soft single life, it's okay. Now you have a man. You got to step down. And that's why I said I give Polo some credit, because I can notice some changes in Yabo Ojo. If not before, the internet would not go ablaze. It's when
she go don't wear bonnet, eh?
Yeah. Wala Shele. So now, coming to it, why I said
everybody. That's Uncle Polo and Yabo, by the way, just in case. Go ahead.
So why I said Polo shouldn't have responded the way he did is because as a man of your status and caliber, you are way far from VDM. VDM thrive with trolling people. That is how he makes a living. And VDM is happy when he has the opportunity to drag somebody who is at top.
It's like food. This is food. Be careful when you engage with it. Yeah.
You see, we are on this internet space together. We know how this street works. When you have the opportunity, especially in Nigeria, all of them that make it big on social media in Nigeria, they did not make it big because they are turning out quality content. They make it big by dragging each other.
That's it. It has to be bass.
Yeah, I mean, to have people at one time paying popular content creator or anybody who owns a popular platform.
Yes.
They will pay that person to drag them. And then they will drag the person back, and they'll be going back and forth. While that is ongoing, their platform will be growing. So for somebody like VDM, when you reply him, you give the guy money, you give him opportunity to be relevant once again. And let me tell you,
potentially, yes.
If he started dragging Polo now, look, his followership will grow again. So that is why I said, first and foremost, I don't think Polo did the right thing by responding to VDM. I get it. He felt insulted. He felt in an event where everybody show up.
He was defending his girl.
Yeah.
Would you defend your wife like that?
This is where I'm different. I would defend my wife in a different way. Honestly.
In a different way. Yes. In a different way.
You remember what I told you, that when somebody wronged me and I don't talk, that is when they should be worried. So we would just leave her like that. It's on a different way. And you said
exactly.
You said if it were you, when you go about it, you will shut him down.
Yeah, he'll be done. Yeah.
There are some men that you don't just mess with their wife. Just leave their wife out of you. You can mess with them, they will let you go. But if you don't reach their wife or their woman's side, you see that provide and protect where we they preach every day. Now there you go see that true protection come out. So I think Polo didn't do right by engaging this guy in social media banter and dragging and all that. What Polo should have done, which I think would have been more effective, was to call Davido up. If you really have that close rapport with Davido, or if he has a rapport with Davido's management, you like just call the manager and say, did you notice this? Did you know this is an insult on my person? Did you know this is like this boy trying to rub poop on my face? How do we handle this? Not you hopping social media, not send anybody, they go drag you. Oga Polo, not even talking. Some people out of anger, people who are pissed that they were unable to go to the video party, or not even go to the video party. Now VDM drag you, they will come and drag you the more.
What do you think about Obi Cubana's statement? Do you think that can help?
No, that doesn't. If I mean,
it won't help.
I won't even come into this. I think Obi Cubana want to rubbish his personality with that statement. And
you think so?
Yes. Let me just from my point of view, he want to rubbish the respect he had so far for that statement. You know, even me, as somebody who knows blog, a content creator, if you can put it on the screen again, what did he say? He said, stop giving these small bloggers.
Yes, he's going to read it as insult now. That's what you're saying.
It's an insult to millions of Nigerian youths who have no job. People can't even eat. People who actually
but wait, he's talking about youth that insult elders only, or not all the youth. The youth that insult elders only. That's what we're talking about.
No,
stop giving them visibility.
Baba, there is nothing like the youth that insult elders. This is social media. Nigerians need to learn how social media works.
But this guy was hanging out in the same room with all of them. That kind of person is dangerous. He was hanging out in the same room with all these esteemed elite people 2 days ago, and now he jumped back on the internet and is dragging them. What they are saying, they are talking to Tunde Ednut. That's what they are talking to. Let me play a video for you. Hold on 1 second. Let me play another video for you before. Hold that thought. Let me play this video. Where is this video? Did I save it? Okay, go on. All right, good. I did save it. Look at this video.
Napolo, they amaze me pass. Make Tunde choose.
Shout out to Oye Mike.
And an instrument. After a whole year, it has not still become clear to you guys that is his friend in crime. I don't know, but I can 150% tell you that those guys talk on the phone before that boy attacks anybody. Anybody that is attacking, that guy in America is aware of it. But you people love cloud too much. You can't read beneath the lines. And I don't know, say, for this whole matter.
That was it. Okay. So Tunde Ednut is who they are talking to. Like he's not talking to youth per se. He say, stop giving youth that disrespect elders a platform. That's what he's talking about. And that's what Oye Mike just said too.
See, MOP.
Sir.
Here is my team, Baba. There are levels you get to in life that you don't talk in parable. What Obi Cubana did, I think from his own angle, he's probably thinking maybe if I step in, we can control this thing. But in this era of Gen Z, before you hop on social media and type anything, you have to think twice.
You better know what you're doing.
Exactly. What you can control with phone call.
I agree.
I agree with you. Social media. Because right now, as I'm telling you right now, that statement Obi Cubana make, that statement can be interpreted in so many folds.
In so many ways. That's true.
You feel me?
That's true. I say the same thing here all the time. That's true.
Stop giving youth that insult at that platform. Now, you are also saying a youth who an elder is trying to trap under his feet, that the youth now spoke out in anger. Oh, he's rude to the elder. In an economy where nobody takes care of this youth, if everybody has a job, do you think people will even have time to wait to drag somebody to make money? I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
It'll be a lot less. It'll be a lot less.
I respect Obi Kubana not for money or anything. I just respect him as a guy who hustles and love his wife.
Yeah, he's a hustler. Yeah,
and the way he carry himself, and I respect him for the fact that at least in his own capacity he creates jobs. But when issues like this comes up, you have to think about the origin. The source of this whole problem is Iyabo Ojo and VDM. Iyabo Ojo should have used her head as a woman to know that you are not in the same level with VDM when she was going back and forth with that guy. Let's just call it what it is, please.
Yeah. If you're with an Ogapolo, if you're a lady with an Ogapolo, it's like you becoming the wife of Barack Obama, or you become the wife of President Tinubu. There's a certain way you should conduct yourself, and just something to just know. And then also Ogapolo should also know that you married an entertainer. She might choose to wear her bonnet and drag people too. Just stay out of it, because you're not. She might just say, "Hey, why are you trying to change me?" Which I would disagree with. You should not try to change her too. If she's Raz, that's how you like her Raz. Leave her alone. If she wants to drag back and forth with VDM, it is what it is, So that's another lesson on that part. As far as VDM, me and you can agree that boy would not stop until he collects. He will not stop until he collects properly. And it's not going to be in the form of words. I agree with you that those words, if you're going to put out a statement, it should be. It should involve maybe you, your company, some like directly. Somebody is tarnishing, like I'm talking about Obi Kubana now. Maybe somebody is tarnishing your image. If it's none of your business, don't even involve yourself. It's better.
At all.
And then don't involve yourself. Yeah. So
as a big boy, look, one thing I used to say, Baba. For those who know Nigeria better, you see, with as little as 2 to 3 million naira. You get how you could make some people suffer for waiting and talk.
Yeah.
All this coming to social media and making noise. I don't know. Well, maybe Polo just want to show to the world that.
I mean, social media means a lot to them. It like for example, look at that song Ogechi that was dropped along with the wedding. That song is now number 4 on the chart. Social media is a powerful part of their livelihood. These people.
Exactly.
So I understand if they feel the need to make a statement, to push back and stuff like that. But they should also understand that they better know what they're doing, because you never know what angle is going to go. If it was up to me, or if I go by the way things used to work, Donald Trump would have never become the president of this country. VDM would have never seen more than 100 followers on any platform anywhere. Saida Boboje would have never seen more than 5 people following her. But this is social media era, and that attention is power.
Of course, so. Did you notice that Iyabo Ojo's daughter has joined in the ring too?
I showed you now. You didn't see it. I showed you now.
Right.
Yeah. I played it. Yeah. Let me see what you think about this. This one is Yoruba. Unfortunately, maybe you will help me with translation. I don't know. Maybe D-Love will help me with translation in the chat. If it's too much, I'll stop it. But just listen to this. There you go.
Instead of you to be crying, they should ask you that, why are you crying? You tell them that, I went to a party, my mates were there spraying money, me I'm there. I'm maybe them to count people that they invite, people that they did not invite, people that came late, people that did not came late, or lo party, or no, or Cassili Weary, and you came here, and do very black jokes. Oh my God,
leave me this man.
Your mate were there spraying money.
This guy's name is Jidex. Apparently he's a skit maker too. I've never really encountered him, so I guess he's putting it. I mean, we're all skit makers. Everybody just turn weary. I guess since you want to be a weary, everybody has mouth. Abi.
Your mates were there doing good things. You went there. You are looking for people that came late. You are looking for people that did not invite. You are looking for people that they invite. That still that canopy weary.
Yeah, weary is the weary part for me. Me too, I need to slow down calling people weary, because I call people weary a lot.
You don't fear anybody. Even me, I don't fear anybody weary. I don't fear me, I be weary. I be see you on one weary. You want to prove to us that you don't fear anybody.
God.
Can you tell us, can you me go? You have me problem. Offer me problem, but I'll still talk.
Wait, is this not the guy that was dragging with Saida Bubuje some few weeks ago too? I think he might have responded to Saida Budge too. But again, if you think you have Wiri, there are Wiris that are bigger than Wiri. Wiri ju Wiri law.
Oh, MOP, why you do like
Nobody can monopolize Wiri. You know that, right? That's why I love the session that TB did today. Nobody can monopolize Wiri.
Everybody know they okay as far as we did now.
How do you go to a wedding and you are seeing who comes in and who doesn't come in? That's the weirdest thing ever. That's the weirdest thing ever. But I guess it was a festival, and the only people that should have felt special yesterday is Davido and Chioma, and they looked like they had fun and they felt special. Everybody else should not feel. That place was like a cesspool of just heat and melting in the rain too. There was a lot of rain in Lagos yesterday apparently. Wow. So the pictures look good for them. It looked good for them. I think but someone like VDM should not have made it anywhere close to that party. Nothing against him. He just doesn't, like he said rightfully so, he said weary. He said, like, you don't belong in that crowd. You don't care about people's money or their papa's money. Don't go into that crowd because you're going to drag them into poto.
Exactly. And that's why I said the video need to get on it right now and shut it down as fast as you can. If not, even the way all of us are praising the wedding now, happy for them, very soon, and the wedding will even become waiting. They go to drag people to the point that nobody will even want to associate with the wedding again, the way they are going. You see, these content creators, they couldn't make money from the video's event, certainly. But VDM has open floodgates now.
Yeah.
VDM has open floodgate. Very soon, you will see another person call another person. You, not be under canopy they put you. You, not be plastic chair. The same way you take sit down. And then the wahala go start.
If somebody's going to say, why are you giving this boy attention? No, he wants attention. Let's give it to him. You know, let me tell you something about attention. Attention is a double-edged sword. It cuts both ways. Say you want attention, we'll give it to you. You know, lunatic. It's entertaining to watch lunatics. You just don't want to have them as children or as an associate. Davido, you don't want, like, watch them laugh, smile. Stop looking at these people as underdogs. You want to help them, give them money to advertise your music for them. Don't bring them in your circle. They will destroy everything. They will destroy it for you.
Yeah.
Let them clean themselves up first. Let them showcase that they belong in that type of circle first. Don't bring them into the circle of elites when they are not. They don't. It's not bashing. They don't belong there. They don't belong there. There's a reason. We had this conversation where I was talking about the person who said the driver should come and sit on the dining table with them and eat with them. I said, "What collecto? Is that same driver that will drag you?"
Yes.
This is the second time we're covering this type of example today. You know?
Oh, man of praise.
Anyway, Uncle Beno, I have one more topic. You go cover on with me. It'll be very short. You go cover on with me.
All right.
I have to cover the headline topic for today. Everybody, do me a favor. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. And please let me know what your thoughts are. Do you agree with VDM? Did you check yourself that you like underdogs first before you agree with him? What are your thoughts? Do you have an understanding of what we're saying here? Let me know what your thoughts are. Should we just let him? Do you want him to just continue and just be acting mad and disrespecting everybody in the name of activism, or you think he needs to be checked? Let me know what your thoughts are. We'll be right back. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com. All right, let's talk about, let me bring my brother back up. He's there, right there. Let's talk about OBO. OBO. So OBO, let me put a very nice picture of him on the screen first of all. OBO. Yesterday, over the past few days, as a matter of fact, But I'm very happy for them. I'm happy for how things turned out. And I'm happy for all the basketballs too. And those people that had headache for somebody else's wedding too. That's fine too. Their public figure is understandable. But anyway, if you're wondering, Davido is damn near, if not 001, number one Afrobeat artist in the world today. At least in the last few days because of the wedding. But he's at least top 3. So we have the Burna Boy, we have Davido, we have Wizkid. We also have this third person right now. Ashake is pretty big now. Tiwa Savage is, she's just a top lady. But we have the Thames, we have Star, we have, what's this other third boy? The one that was smoking on the red carpet the other day. Rema is big. All right, so Davido is one of the top. He's just not a new cat. So he got married over the past few days. But then today I wanted, he shared like a 2 secret reasons to why he chose Chioma over the Babymamas. I know this is a topic dear to your heart, Uncle Beno, right? Because this woman is a wife, obviously. And what do you think his 2 reasons are before I reveal them, according to him? Did you see it on social media by any chance? It's okay if you saw it, I'll reveal it. Oh, you didn't say. Do you want to guess what his 2 reasons are?
I have no idea what it is.
You have no idea. Let me just play it for you. It's better that he says it himself. All right.
It's just a symbol of
you go cook, Abi, you don't go cook.
Sabi cook. Not just that. Sabi do. A typical woman.
Did you catch it?
I got it.
Let me play it again. Okay. Ladies, it's okay. We'll talk about it. Okay, we'll talk about it. But this is Davido's,
It's just a symbol of
you go cook, Abi, you don't go cook.
Sabi cook.
Sabi cook. Sabi do.
It's just a symbol.
He said, wait, you know if you do. Anyway, I thought I was, okay, that's cute. But let me ask you, Uncle Beno, is that all it takes? You sabi cook, you have to know how to cook and do the do.
For Davido to choose her?
No, forget Davido. For all, just us in general. Is that all it takes for somebody to become a wife?
No,
the perfect wife?
No, but mostly those 2 are like 2 main.
They're up there.
Yeah, but it takes more than that before you say this is who I want to marry. But everybody get their own preference. You see, that food is key, and it's part of where we are having basketballs these days. A lot
for
of
a Nigerian man.
Yes, so when it comes to Nigerian man, a lot of women, mostly Nigerian women, know how to cook, but I don't know what happened somewhere along the line. Maybe they become lazy because we are now in a Western world. Some of them, I just don't know. But my thing is, if you can't cook, you can't cook homemade food, homemade traditional African food. Until you go get issue with your husband though. If your husband are the type way like homemade food. But if you marry a man who like to go to the restaurant, who don't mind where you ordered out, you'll be fine. But for a person like me, if you know sabi cook, I'm a jao. We don't even work. You can't even marry me. In fact, if you say make I choose between make woman sabi cook and kerewa, I go choose food before kerewa.
Chiye picked something up. I'm so glad she picked it up.
I see Sesmo say careful with that lazy word, Uncle Ben.
I know, right? The lazy word. In this time, we gotta be careful with that in this time and age, because obviously you have women are working, if not more than their husbands sometimes, because how much they work will be dependent on what kind of job they found. If you have a nurse as a wife and you're not a nurse, there's an extremely good chance she works harder than you. But this is a good point that Chinye put here. Waiting, fit do me it automatically means there are other things beyond doing the do. Right? Because he said, you sabi cook, sabi do the do. And that's a waiting you know fit do.
He knows her better than anybody.
Yes. That's almost like saying this is a Proverb 31 woman. That's almost like saying that. So as I just want us to be careful. Sounds like it's two things. It's not two things. And thank God that Okubero also said that in the beginning. But no, it cannot be just that two things, right?
No, it can be.
There's an overall, obviously, vibe that a man needs to feel from a woman. We talked about that. Lenton, we were talking about finding a wife about 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So if you want to go review that.
MOP.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thank God I'm doing a series on this Davido, Chioma, and Sophia love triangle now, and I'm just kind of getting more and more into what makes them unique. You see, there are things that ordinary people can't see. There are things that goes on between Chioma and Davido that only those in the inner circle can get. And for me, a couple of things I saw about them that gladdens my heart is how these two play. You see the way they play in public. You can tell that these are friends.
They are friends.
This is not just something they come up with because they are in public space. This is like what they literally do at their own free time in their houses.
They're not pretending. Yep.
It's not pretending, you know. And another thing you should notice, Davido is so super free around Chioma.
Yeah.
He's so free.
That's a very, very big deal. That is a very, very big deal. Yep.
Exactly. So, and when I look at Chioma, because this wedding actually showed me a different side of this girl, honestly speaking. I loved her before. I loved her because she's not the talking type or the social media.
She has not ended up on Edu podcast.
You know, that actually won me over to her before now. But then, with the event of the past couple of weeks, I get to truly see her for who she is. Chioma is not afraid of Davido. Anybody that look that girl very well will know.
No.
Chioma don't see the Davido who is a billionaire. Chioma see the Davido who is her boyfriend.
From Babcock. They went to Babcock together. That's who she. That doesn't mean she doesn't cry. I'm just saying cry is cry. That's a moment of emotional pain, trauma, whatever. But overall, you have to, when you're judging people's life from the outside, think overall. Is it what we see? The same way that in-laws have a hard time forgiving their daughter-in-law or their son-in-law, even though the actual person who's married already forgiven them. It's the same way that the public have a problem forgiving Davido. You're only looking at that one event. She has an overall picture of what it looks like to be married to this man, and that's probably what she's going by.
That's all. So I see that these two, they are meant together, and Davido truly loves these girls. And I was making one reference in the morning before we all went to Auntie B's show. You see, whatever Davido tells Chioma believes in. Whatever he tells Chioma believes in. And while we were talking about all those cheating up and down thing, look, when a girl loves a man and he knows that man deeply, the man feel commit crime. By the time when he come, he get how he go take explain. There is a way he will talk to his woman and say, babe, this is how this thing went down. I did it.
Yeah.
This is how it happens. And she will believe. Like I said, tomorrow on tomorrow episode, I'm going to talk about my own cheating experience and what happened when my mom asked me. I will share it on my show tomorrow.
Low battle, everybody come through tomorrow. Uncle Beno is doing a tell-all.
I just want you guys to know that when you connect with your wife or your husband deeply,
yes,
build trust.
It's not going to be about the quote unquote moral stuff. Yeah, it's not going to be about that.
There's going to be issue coming up, but you get out, you go explain to your woman.
That's not a guarantee that somebody will forgive you, by the way. There's no guarantee of forgiveness if you get caught with your Ebola inside somebody's bukus. There's no guarantee. Even if it's perception, even if it's emotional cheating, there's no guarantee. But we're also telling you that there's no guarantee that your fantasy that everybody will leave just because there's cheating. There's also no guarantee in that.
No.
That's not how that works. Because there's an overall experience that the person who is actually married to that person is having. And sometimes they will make a net positive decision and say, you know what, it's best for me to stay here and make sure I work out my marriage. And you don't get to judge them and decide that for them.
Exactly. And these are people who stays together for 365 days a year. Now we understand Davido travel all over the place, but Chioma get to see him more than anyone else. There are times that Davido might be, maybe he's in his mansion 2 weeks, not coming out. He's just getting up, go to the studio, do rehearsal, and come back.
If you follow Davido will go back and forth from Lagos to Atlanta like his water, private jet. If they call like that, he goes. That's a big deal. If he's on top of Kwekus, if she calls like that, he goes. And you can see how, like you were saying on the show earlier on today, how he flaunts her around too. Right? All of that is a big deal in terms of what it does to a person's psyche.
Exactly. Did you notice that ever since they lost their baby, may his soul rest in peace, it's like both of them kind of have this connection now. They drag each other wherever they are going.
Yeah.
You know? They drag each other. What else do people want from this girl, for Christ's sake?
They want him to be perfect. That's all we can explain from that. They want him to be perfect. But because the only ones that we know is the one that got caught at the end of the day. That's the only one we know. You know, so
a lot of men
we don't know.
cheat. That's just the thing. A lot of
no, not men. No, lot of people cheat. People cheat.
Okay, maybe.
People cheat, steal, and lie. Get used to it. Okay, that doesn't mean you should accept nonsense. I'm just saying that expectation should be managed. People cheat, steal, and lie, especially when it comes to a matter of survival. They do what they have to do to survive, physically, emotionally as well. So that's not encouraging it. It's just to let you know that you also play a part in deciding what you attract, what you want to spend your time in. You play a part in that. It's not your fault, but you can decide that you want to be in it or you don't want to be in it. But I wanted to make this point. I want to reemphasize this point. You as a sister-in-law, this message goes to you. You are an online sister-in-law, I get it, or brother-in-law. You're online in-law. But this is literally what in-laws do. They come and tell you, they confide in you what is happening in the marriage. You have a hard time forgiving that person's spouse. They have forgotten, they've forgiven themselves. They've moved on, but you are stuck there.
This one is common in our community.
It's very common. You are stuck there. They've forgiven themselves, they've moved on, but you are stuck there. Pay attention to when somebody comes to you and they cry, they want to cry on your shoulder because they're going through something in their relationship. They just want a shoulder to cry on. It's not your space to judge their partner. You're not helping them by judging their partner. You're not judging them by saying he's such a useless guy. Don't say that to your sister who is married to the guy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Uncle Beno, let me hear your last words, Jare, so that we can...
Oh, Baba. Well, all I can say is that I wish Davido and Chioma happy married life. And I just want all our people to understand that this is their life, it's their choice. They love each other. And I believe they will grow. In one of my analyses, I actually explained that when a man hits 30, 32, his priority will start changing. He will begin to realize that I know the young again.
He's thinking family. Yes.
Yeah, he start cutting down. All his children are growing now. And one good thing he has done so far is been able to manage his money. And then he has a brilliant girl like Chioma behind him. So I believe their marriage will work. Past goals could come, but they can figure it out. If Chioma can stay put to this point, come on now. It's a game. she has already won, and they will take it from there. All I see is Chioma's calmness. You see that calmness and that ability, just like what you have been preaching here every time, MOP, that people should learn how to react. That sometimes when you hear something, you have to calm down, take your time,
process it.
Process it. I can see all that in Chioma. You feel me? And for a young girl at her age to have that ability to not say, okay, I'm Gen Z, let me hop on social media and start dragging. They go, they're all right. Seriously.
Yeah.
They'll be all right. And I've seen her. Have you seen the videos where she did twerk? You see her the way she did dance? That's why the video say nothing where she no fit do.
There's nothing where she no fit do.
She be. You know, there are some girls that they go be like saying they know they talk. And when you see when they do inside house when people know they see them, Chioma don't already show us all. See the dance now, see the classiness, see everything. So I think it's gonna work. Let's just pray for them and wish them good luck. Thank you, man of prestige. Mr. Uju, thank you to
my brother. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. All right, talk soon. All right, yeah. All right, that was Uncle Beno. Shout out to Uncle Beno for helping us elevate the conversation. It's always good to have more than one person talking as a conversation on the stage, so I appreciate him. Auntie Miss Uju says, respect is very vital. You should learn to respect her. Good. Let's see. Sesmo says, I totally understand you, sis. As far as me, it wouldn't bother me. It's a part of marriage and we're all grown folks. The elders prayed for them to have children. They went fall from the skies. What do you mean? That's interesting. I missed that part. Let's see here. D-Lo says, that's all I was trying to say yesterday. I'm happy for them. Now he needs to show her some respect and keep his bola in his pants. That's what a sister-in-law will say. You and Auntie Uju, that's what sister-in-laws do. They will keep bringing up something that is in their past. That's a bigger lesson here for today. All right. I don't disagree with you guys, by the way, but I'm saying the bigger lesson is when people have decided to do this, there's a good chance they've walked through that process and they moved on. If it was regular life, Davido is a rock star, so that's a whole different conversation entirely if you have to consider that context that is Davido. But if we were actual in-laws, once your sister, your brother says, this is my choices, the only thing that you actually can do is wish them well. That's just the reality. And that goes a long way because sometimes they are also secretly, your sister is also secretly looking for your validation. D-Love. No worry, it's me and you, right? Sometimes your sister is also looking for you to just, they're looking for your approval secretly, but you keep bringing up his bola instead of Kwekus from 6 months ago. She's suffering. She hates hearing that. She knows you're trying to protect her, but she's, it's a very tough thing. If you bring it down to, forget the video, to like in-law type of situation, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Was I clear on that? I'm dealing with that right now with some of my clients. So that's what I'm trying to say. They're just in-laws that don't know, they mean well, and they're actually hurting their very own, the one that they love. And I have to do extra layers of work in saying, hey, your family means well. You're doing the work. Okay? You and your partner, you're doing the work. You have something you're working on. Your partner still cares. They've betrayed you. It's not always cheating, but they've betrayed you somehow, somewhat. But the resentment is there. Maybe they've called you names out of you. They called you out of your names and things like that. And that I have a client dealing with that right now. And and it's hard to kind of let go of that. It's extremely hard to let go of it. So imagine you have a sister or your brother or your mother. These are in-laws who they just want to protect you, and all they're doing is bringing it up and bringing it up and bringing it up, right? So it's just something to just keep at the back of our mind. I don't disagree with that. That of course, respect is key. If that lady feels disrespected, I would hope that she also gain some, find our way to self-respect. Because if you don't have self-respect, a man might continue to disrespect you. And that's not to victim shame her. It's just the way it works. If you stay there, you're happy with it. I meant they say they won't fall from the sky. They wouldn't fall from the sky. Oh, that they won't fall from the... Okay, I'm still struggling there, Chinye. Dealer says, MOP, I don't collect again. Okay, just know Jesus is still watching you. No. You're my sisters. We're here together. We will continue to have the conversation. Respect is key. I agree 100%. Auntie G says, I was referring to infidelity only. I wasn't only, just in general. Respect her. Yeah. All right. It was less than the only... So another angle, right? Let me speak to that respecting. The way for a man to respect his lady is to respect himself. If he's struggling with respect for himself, that's going to... Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. It's hypocrisy. It's a very large conversation. This whole respect thing when it comes to a romantic relationship, it's a large conversation. So I always like to bring it down to, just like the same thing with love, I always like to bring it down to specific. Somebody might say, hey, if you love me, you wouldn't do this. And then they stay in the marriage. I'm like, okay, but you're using the if you love me, you wouldn't do this to hold each other hostage. Let's break it down to specific. What happened? What are we dealing with that made you feel like he doesn't or she doesn't love you? Because it cannot be as simple as that one statement. That's where I'm struggling, but ultimately I agree with you guys. It was less than 6 months ago that we saw him kneeling with in-laws. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we will not finish this conversation today, right? So it was less than 6 months ago that we saw him kneeling with strawberries, short PJs, and begging a side chick for kwekus. It might have happened a while back, but it's fresh to us. These are the issues. Let me give you a story. So I have these things that I post sometimes, like some of our small ads that we use to advertise the books. By the way, you can download the books for free at manofprestige.com. Right? So I have this little poster thing that my assistant sent to me. Sometimes it's way deep in the picture archive of my phone and it's dated old. So when we're trying to pull up, maybe on TikTok or Instagram, we're trying to pull up, it's looking for something within the 24 hours. So now today I figured out how to change the date. I was like, oh, there should be a way to change the date. You just go and change the date on the pictures, right? I'm saying all that to tell you that you don't know what date. You said it yourself, Chinye. Do you know when that video was shot? You have no idea. Do you know if his phone was hacked? Kind of like how Tiwa Savage stuff was hacked? We don't know. We don't know what we don't know, right? All we know today is that couples should respect themselves. Absolutely. We agree on that. He smacks her buttocks and boobs in public. I find it disgusting. Miss Uju, that's another story, yo. I don't find that disgusting, though. That was PDA. That's another story. Chinye is going to tell you that I don't mind my buttocks being smacked in public. Chinye, D-Love, you mind? Let me get some real quick consensus there. Do you find that disgusting too? A little PDA smacking buttocks. Not the boobs, but buttocks. The bumps. Okay, so D-Love say, I actually find it cute. Okay, I would hope so. But I guess Missy G is coming from a different place. She finds it disgusting. Me, I smack buttocks. Not boobs, though. Boobs is a little weird. Did he smack the boobs? That's a little weird. That's like right in front of her chest. But I smack Bombo in front of everybody. As long as it's my wife. Okay. But shout out to everybody. I appreciate all of you guys for being here, for making it a fun session. Shout out to all 45 watching us. We come here on a regular Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays. We do a happy hour here. Sometimes I do 8 p.m. When we have time, I do 5 p.m. Isamor came out of nowhere talking about it's sexy. Talking about it's sexy. A little PDA is good. So she doesn't mind a little PDA, but she wants some decency. That's a personal preference. I can respect that. Absolutely. Obviously, I would hope you're with somebody that also understands that. A mind. Sesma say a mind. Time of day. Is it dark? Are you trying to mark territory? Aha. All this context. I'll smack bonbon wherever I will, as long as you're my wife. That's a lot. She say, I don't mind at all. MOP knows too well. Don't know about boobs though. Yeah, the boobs one is a little weird. I don't know if he did that. That's weird. Because there's a Coco Zaria, the touts of Lagos. Those people that follow MC Oluomo that was smacking the boobs of his wife. That video was going viral earlier on. Was it today or yesterday? That was a little weird. It was like, what is this? You know, he's literally smacking her boobs. Like, all right, that's kind of weirdos. But yeah, I yield today. I'm going to call it a day. I appreciate you guys. It's exactly 10:55. This is supposed to be 2 hours. I was saying for everybody that you might be new here, please hit the subscribe, share. We're having these conversations. We're trying to learn how to navigate life and relationships without getting obsessed with rights and wrongs. All right, we're trying to actually learn it from a place of skills, actually learning the skill set of creating the type of relationship you want. That's key as we continue to navigate, because we'll continue to do kerewa. Okay, we'll continue to do kerewa. So please, let's continue to have this conversation. Invite your friends. Let them know that we have something we call the Prestige family here. We're having this conversation. I am a marriage coach. I am a relationship coach. I do have clients. Shout out to all my clients. By the way, if you're my client, I think you must have received the message earlier on. In case you missed it, we're paying attention to testimonials. So if you want to send us a nice testimonials, it will be completely anonymous because we like to keep you that way. But if you can send that over to me in a private message before the end of the week, that would be very, very nice, because we have lots more work to do. All right. Thank you. Boob smacking is weird, but smacking, absolutely. Jesus Christ. Not to, don't know about the boobs though. Smacking or butt allowed. Is this smacking or spanking? Which one? Okay, I'll leave it alone. All right. Shout out to everybody. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.